make sure you like, subscribe,
All that
good shit. Share the video, shit. We back, episode number 31, shit. Man, we just got through with a hell of a weekend, shit. We on Fire 3 weekend. We gonna jump into that one in a little while, but we've been sitting there for about the past 20 minutes talking about that Riverboat fight, so we're going to jump into that.
Let's see what happens.
We're going to jump into the
That
Riverboat
was
fight.
a better exciting fight than the Jake Paul fight.
Oh, hold up.
Oh,
man. We're going to get into that one later, man. We're going to get into that one later. All right, so what happened with this? I wasn't on the net, dog, this weekend, man. So what was the situation?
So these dudes parked the boat where they shouldn't park the boat. They asked these dudes to move the boat. They left the boat there. So the crew people that worked there started moving the boat for them. So a bigger like casino boat or whatever kind of boat to park.
they started untying that bitch from the dock.
Their thing. Them dudes came down and like 5 guys started beating up on the crew member. And then the other crew members and other patrons that saw this ran down to his rescue. So it went from 5-1 really quick to 20 versus 5. And shit just went AWOL.
It was a free-for-all. Tables, ladders, chairs, anything goes.
There was no tapping out.
And that's because I saw a video of the whenever the white dudes was jumping on the black dude. The boat hadn't docked yet or was trying to get close to dock. So one of the dudes literally jumps off the boat and swims all the way to the fucking the dock so he could fucking help the black dude.
There you go.
So he swam over there to fight.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. There it goes. Hold up.
Look, see, this is how it started right there.
Dude threw his hat off like he was in graduation.
Yeah,
day.
let me rewind.
Boom.
No, he threw his hat off like
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
That was a ghost
Hey,
sign right
and I
there.
really thought he was gonna throw some licks too. I was like, come on. He threw that up, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, he should have went in, right?
Yeah, he should have went right in.
The surprise and then the bow. Yeah.
shoot, he got caught with a.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
this.
okay, yeah.
People start running.
Okay, wait.
These motherfuckers.
Oh, the white boys are jumping on him.
Yeah,
Oh.
really fucking swole.
That lady seems like she was.
Okay,
trying
wait,
to
wait,
help,
here it
but
come.
Nah, it was too late by then.
Here come first.
Here he come.
He didn't come to help. He came to try to break it up.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to help.
Trying to get him off.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
somebody
Yeah.
jumped in the water already. Somebody jumped in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, everybody, here comes everybody. Okay, wait, this is coming from straight from the water, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a bad man right there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a Navy SEAL right
Shout
there.
out to him.
Hey, he didn't
dog.
give a fuck.
Shout out to him.
Shout out.
Real.
See, I would have been tired halfway.
You would have started drowning.
But that's what everybody was saying by the time he hit
Okay,
the
look,
dock.
man.
He was already probably
Hey,
tired
he
as fuck,
jumped
shit.
out. He jumped out the water and took off his shoes right when he hit the land.
And the thing about it, they had all different angles of it.
This is a different angle right here.
Man, where's
If
the
you
cut?
This is
look,
a top angle on the other
everybody
side.
that's standing up literally has a fucking phone in their hand and is filming. Like literally everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, there should be way more footage out there.
For damn sure.
Man, there's
I
kids.
Today on TikTok,
Yeah.
that's all I kept seeing on my feed.
And you can tell, like, that guy right there, he works there, and he just
He's
watches.
just watching it.
Ain't
Yeah.
nothing he could do. Get whooped.
I saw these dudes started
Oh,
over
Yeah,
here.
and then they just
Oh.
goes.
Oh yeah.
They said one of the white dudes jumped in the water to avoid getting his
Yeah,
ass
he did
whooped
over
low.
here in this side.
Okay.
Beating on him,
Oh, look at that girl.
beating his wife.
Man, with the purse in their hands.
They grab
She
the
didn't take off her
girl.
earrings.
Yeah.
Oh. Man, they didn't give a fuck. Oh.
Shit. Hey, I'm gonna busting out some fucking.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Boom.
So where did the chair come from?
I don't even know.
It's a dock.
Hey, it fell
Look,
from the.
look.
It fell from
See,
the.
and then he hit that woman with the chair. I thought.
Hell no,
that was
somebody
kinda
did a
outrageous.
WWE.
Yeah,
Somebody,
Hey,
somebody,
Hey, someone threw that motherfucker.
somebody
Hey, he
pulled a
gave it
Paul
to
Bear.
him.
Somebody
Yeah.
pulled a Paul Bear
Yeah.
and gave it to him from off the boat.
I got you.
Somebody that was on the boat.
Yeah.
Said, here you go.
He didn't even have to
Look at
pull
this
the
one.
chair
Look
out
at this
from
one.
under the ring.
Look at this one right here.
Look at that shirt, BJ's.
They was running.
But yeah, so it's like
Look-
one of them.
yeah, they
those-
coming.
They was running.
We need the
Yeah,
300.
these fools then came
We need
up.
the 300 theme song right
Now
here.
you want to move the boat? Nah, it's too late. It's too late. Get off the
I
boat.
saw TikTok with them
Get off the
coming
boat.
out, And they got
Yeah.
that song playing. We ready.
Yeah.
Before all of this, they were on the cruise ship singing,
Yeah.
"Move,
Yeah.
bitch, get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get it." Like as a
Shit
chant,
ain't important.
the
Oh,
whole
shit.
fucking boat is singing this shit to them before they start fighting.
Everybody just chilling. Like
This-
if they're watching a live
Look,
MMA
this next
fight,
part right here
they're just chilling.
is what got me. The two dudes that came down, like they were fixing to do something. What they,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that lady.
You out.
Oh.
Yeah, they instantly regretted
Hey,
that
then where
shit.
did that person go? Look, they go under or they're coming up?
Yeah,
or
he
what?
She's
was-
trying to come
Look.
up. She can't even get
You see
herself
those
up.
two
guys?
She's trying to lift
like,
herself
look at
up,
those
and she
two
can't
guys.
even get up.
They really
Nope,
realized,
never mind.
Oh, he thought he was
Oh,
gonna walk away all
oh.
cool.
Nah,
That's when
nah.
they said one of them jumped in the water, I think.
Right
Yeah.
here, this way. Look, he runs that way.
Oh.
That's a lady.
Yeah, the lady's like, somebody
Yeah,
jumped
see,
in
he
the
jumped
water.
in the water.
And there's the cops
Man, it
right
seems like the
there.
cops are kind of letting them slide,
That's
but
what I'm
like,
saying.
I don't think they were letting them slide.
Bring
Hey,
it back.
they can't really do.
It was
they
too
made
many.
Like 7 arrests.
It was
And they got like 4 warrants out.
That's the best part though. That's all the smoke in the world. Fuck my hat, you about to get it.
That's good.
Yeah, right. Hell yeah, right. And then don't do shit.
And he didn't get it, but he started choking him, and I was like, "Yeah, choke that motherfucker."
hey, look, he got him with one hand, dog.
1-800 choke that.
Until
hoe.
that guy came and dropped him.
He's 65.
That's
He was
crazy.
65 years old.
Yeah.
And he held his own.
The dude that got beat up, he went on TikTok today talking about, man, that 65-year-old could throw some hands.
Look, check out this kid in the blue shirt. It looks like he's trying to stop it, right?
That's a
lady.
woman.
That's a lady.
No,
That's a
nah,
woman.
blue shirt right here on the right hand side. He
Okay.
Oh, he's one of the crew members.
Look, he's
Crew
trying to
members.
pull him off.
Oh!
And the white boy pushed him.
He got swung on.
Yeah.
All the blue shirts you're gonna be they're gonna say crew on the back.
You can't even really see
Nah,
that
that's
good
a different.
shit.
He was a
That
different
dude over
dude.
there
That was a different.
Okay,
shirt.
I think that's like one of the crew security guards.
Yeah,
type.
that guy running was. The other one wasn't.
No, the other dude was like a crew member.
Yeah, they start coming.
the guy that was
I'm
swimming.
still saying Michael Phelps does ass.
Hey man,
Yeah,
the
but he was-
MVP of the whole
another
shit,
boat.
bro. The MVP of the whole shit is that man swimming right there, bro.
But did he do anything?
He was tired. Now look,
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
look. He was tired. Look,
It was
right when he gets
the
up, he don't do
dramatic
nothing.
entrance, bro.
They showed
Barely
another
lifted himself
video.
up.
Yeah.
Because he got the blue shirt too. I think he was another crew member.
Fuck these shoes.
Yeah, he's like, let's get it.
So he was doing that for his job, not for the smoke.
He was doing it for the smoke. He said, "Fuck that
Well,
job."
they showed,
Yeah.
they showed another.
Bro,
angle.
half the people that jumped on him were wearing the blue
Yeah,
shirts
they
were
were-
the crew
they
members.
were the
Shit.
crew members.
Half the people that jumped on him were the crew members. Shit.
Probably like, you ain't gonna
But you were
tag
saying
him
if
with
he did anything though.
They showed another.
Well, I feel
angle.
like, man, that dude was probably so tired once he got over there, he started throwing them Nate Diaz punches.
No.
If he didn't have anything
no,
left, he started throwing them Nate Diaz punches.
But
Them
there
little
was another
pitter-patters.
video- There was another video of that dude. He grabbed the guy and put him in the rock bottom. Like,
Oh,
he
I didn't see
slammed
that
him.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of different videos flying around, bro, that we don't even know about.
Oh man, with so many angles, man.
Man,
so
that
many
fool hitting them with
different
some
videos.
fucking-
people doing
I'm
that.
telling you, it's probably like 6 of them.
I believe
Man, there's
it.
probably about 60 of
Yeah,
them. We
for
just
real.
ain't seen them.
We just ain't seen them all.
They
Yeah.
all on Twitter.
Look,
And we don't even fuck with Twitter like that. They all on Twitter.
Look,
He
and that
said
boy just busted out that
TMZ who?
chair, dog.
bye,
Oh,
bye.
That's
But
the
that's a
crazy-
plastic
There
chair
he
though.
is.
shit. That's a hard ass plastic
No,
chair.
yeah, that's a plastic chair because I feel like if that would have been a metal or steel
Oh,
chair,
yeah,
he wouldn't have
you
done
see
that
some blood.
because he would be, and not just that, he would straight up be facing damn near like attempted murder charges.
Well, he's
Pretty close to it. Maybe not attempted murder, but that's.
Assault with deadly
I got
weapon.
Droopy right here next to me. That's not even assault with the dead. That's straight up aggravated fucking assault,
That's
nigga.
a-
That's a 45-year sentence right there,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
Hit
Yeah.
somebody with that chair. That's a 45-year sentence right there, nigga.
But since it's
Aggravated
plastic,
assault with a deadly weapon, bro.
Even if it's plastic, that's
Even
still
if it's
that's
plastic?
Even if it's plastic.
even if it's
bro.
plastic.
man, how I shoot if it's
That's
plastic?
a hard ass plastic.
Because
It's a weapon.
aggravated assault is basically regular assault is basically like hitting somebody. But say you hit somebody and they
With
fuck.
something.
No, let me explain. Assault is whenever you just basically hit somebody. If you hit somebody and they're on the ground, laying on the ground, defenseless, if you kick them,
Yeah,
that's aggravated assault.
got you.
Whenever someone's defenseless, that's aggravated.
Especially if you hit him in the head, though, too. Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially it turns aggravated right there, though.
Yeah, because simple assault
what
is
if the
just
lady
like
want-
a regular fight. Me and you get into a fucking a fist fight, that's assault charge. But I pull out a fucking baseball bat and hit you across the fucking back with that hoe. Aggravated assault. nigga.
Look. Okay, look, peep this. The dude that was swimming, he's right here. Look.
Where?
Right here. Watch, follow him. He's only got on one shoe. You see him right here? In the middle.
Pause.
Right there, walking
Right
to the
there.
left.
Right
This
there.
guy right here.
Oh, I can't see shit.
Yeah,
No?
I can't see shit either, really.
Okay, well, he's right here, and whoever they're about to tackle, he's about to go speed bag on. Watch.
Oh, I did see that. Okay,
Bah,
I see it.
bah,
Yeah, yeah.
whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
I saw
Told you.
I did
That's
see that
crazy.
nigga go speed bag on that nigga, too.
I can't see.
I saw it the other day. I saw when he was speed bagging on him. I didn't know that was the same dude, though.
I knew it. He ain't gonna do all that
Put
swimming
the,
just to
put the
sit back
mouse
and
on
just
him.
be up in
Put the
that shit
mouse
like
on
that.
him.
You know what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying?
I'm right here. Watch. He's going to come out right there.
Keep the
Yeah, he
mouse on.
starts speed
So this
bag
is
punching
him.
him.
Okay,
You
keep
see it?
on
Are
him,
you
keep
looking
it
at
on
the
him.
right screen?
Yeah.
Okay, this is him. Follow him. He goes right around here and ends up right there in a circle. He like, who wants it? Who's gonna get it?
Oh, he has
Yeah.
the shirt.
Who's gonna
Oh,
get
okay.
it? Who's gonna get it? This guy looks like a good one.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Word.
Yeah. You pushed. Oh, look, because he grabbed the other dude.
Yeah.
So he said, no.
Oh,
Yeah, then he started
shit.
piggyback punching that
He's on the
nigga.
floor. He's on the floor or the ground, whatever.
Man, to all the viewers that's tuned in, man, did y'all see the Riverboat fight? I know you were watching it right now, man. What are y'all thoughts on it? I'm going to get some shout-outs real quick while
Mario
we tuned
said-
in, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mario.
Shout out to my dog Mario
Hey,
Arredondo.
WWF.
Shout out Andy Rocha. Shout out AG Garza, Freak Man's homie shit, you know what I'm
3C
saying?
for life.
Annette Henderson was good. Jay Smith was good. Chris Tilley. Robert Griffin was good with it. Naya Nordsworthy, what's good? Barbara Jones, appreciate all y'all tuning in, man. The Riverboat fight, y'all let us know if y'all seen the Riverboat fight that went down in Montgomery, Alabama. And has anybody ever been on a riverboat? Y'all let us know in the comments.
Never been on a river.
Have any of y'all ever been on anything? Y'all never been on like a gambling boat or nothing like that?
Nah, that's what those are, right? Those gambling boats.
Been
huh?
on like a.
I've been on a cruise
Houston,
ship.
Like
Oh,
a,
okay,
like
so
a
I
tour
went- I was
boat.
like-
Tour boat.
As a kid, I went on
Tour
like
boat.
the Captain Clark's flagship.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a riverboat?
Yeah, same
Yeah.
shit.
Okay,
It's the
the
same
Captain
shit.
Clark's flagship. Okay,
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
Bet.
Same exact shit.
Yeah, I went
Except
on that shit as a kid.
one's in the salt water and one's in the fresh water.
Yep.
And then like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, my girl's family was in town and we went to Harrison's Landing, and there's a boat right next to Harrison's Landing, and we went on that boat, and it basically took us out in the middle of the ocean. We got to take like badass pictures of downtown Corpus, and that shit was pretty dope, but I don't think that was like a riverboat.
No,
I think
that's a
is a
bait.
riverboat the one that do they consider a riverboat if it does like the
Yeah.
I mean, I think you got to be in a river.
Yeah, I think a riverboat. You got to be in the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't just get on a fucking yacht and just say it's a riverboat
And-
just
and
because
that-
we're the fucking
Yeah. And the river is fresh water, so
Yeah.
you know.
God damn.
So it wasn't too bad when they
I think
jumped
that
in.
one's called the Jamaica something Boston. The one that you went on.
Yeah, but look
it
how
was
much
called-
confidence.
It was called Captain Clark's
Oh, no, I'm
flagship.
talking about the one now.
Look
my
how
bad,
much
the one now.
confidence
Small
they
one.
have right now,
The
though.
small one.
Then we used to have the
Hey, bro,
we
it's
used to have
always like that,
Texas
dude.
Treasure.
Hey,
the
it's
Texas
always like
Treasures.
that.
Yeah, the Texas Treasures. That was like a casino boat, right?
Yeah, Port A.
That was. I thought that shit was downtown Corpus.
No, that was Port A.
Okay, it was Port A. Already.
Right by the ferry.
Already.
I was parked right across the Ramsey side.
Yeah, okay. He had on a life vest. That's what that is. Blue shirt, orange
And you know,
life vest.
this whole situation is not going to
Bro,
die.
look, they really
It's
just,
gonna be- it's
they
gonna
really
be-
tried to jump his ass, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, like this, like those people that got jumped.
Hey, they
Okay,
deserve
look,
it. They
right,
deserve that
go
ass
through
whooping
it.
though, dog.
Look
They
at the
deserve
girl
that ass
though. Look
whooping.
at the girl. Watch the girl.
Yeah, cause she tries to get up in that mix too. Look at that.
I don't
shit.
know if she's trying to pull apart a fucking swing. It's kind of hard to
Nah,
tell.
she's grabbing on him.
She got
Yeah,
on
but
social
she-
media later and basically trying to. That's the one that people that owned the store. So she basically tried to say that she was trying to break it up.
She looks
Yeah,
like
looks
she's
like
trying to
it.
pull him away.
Looks like it.
I'm not gonna throw that on her just yet.
Kicking that fool.
She
Yeah,
got her
but-
ass whooped
She
though.
got her ass arrested.
I wish somebody would just drop an
It was on
elbow.
Daily Mail.
I wanted to see like a Randy, what's his name?
Daily
Macho-
Mail, that
Macho
motherfuckers,
Man.
that shit's on ABC, NBC, CBS,
everywhere.
TMZ, every motherfucking
The
where.
thing
Yeah.
about it,
TikTok.
Like, the thing about
Shit.
it, nobody was safe.
TikTok might not
even
take
the
it.
women. They weren't safe. They were getting it.
Yeah,
too.
you ain't
Yeah.
posting that
Yeah.
on TikTok.
They were getting
I
it.
thought
too.
about it.
He said, I thought about it.
I wasn't ready for that strike.
Hell nah.
Nah, hell nah.
God damn,
Look at that
Montgomery, Alabama, man.
Going down over there like that behind.
I mean, that's what's up though. Shit, for
What's
real.
the last
That-
biggest
and
thing
let
to come
that
out
be a
of
lesson to anybody
Montgomery,
out there who
Alabama?
say you got love for somebody. That's the type of reaction you want. I want to. I want to be that dude who threw my hat. Go back and watch all these videos and be like, man, these people had real ass love for me, or
Yeah.
what as a
Yeah.
human being, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you got to also realize, too, like, I don't think we realize it as much. Like, we're in Texas, and it still happens a lot here. But once you start hitting them Alabamas and them Mississippis
hey,
and shit like that,
Racisville
nigga,
towns.
It's
nigga,
deep-
them
deeper
Confederate,
rooted.
where they got the Confederate motherfucking flags in the front yard, and like,
Yep.
nigga, you
Yeah,
start
hey,
hitting
nah,
them type of
this is-
states,
yeah,
nigga.
You
it's
gotta
a little
go.
different.
You gotta
Hell
just pass
yeah.
it. You gotta just pass
Montgomery,
it.
Alabama is where motherfucking Dr. King marched, nigga.
yeah,
Shit.
it's deeper roots.
Yeah,
Hell
nah, it's
yeah.
deep over there, bro. Hey, dude, when I was passing through,
have y'all actually been there?
Nope.
No.
No,
Yeah,
no,
look,
check
You
this
speak
out.
on it. Have you been there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
because I want you to speak on it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Speak on it. Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
basically, me and my wife, we took a road trip, for our honeymoon. So we went to New Orleans. Well, we went through Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. We stopped through Alabama and like Mobile, and we stopped through Mississippi and stuff like that. So in Alabama, it just depends on where you go.
Yeah.
So like people are polite. They were very polite because like the first time when we came back to Texas, me and my wife, we almost got in a fight with somebody in Texas. But like they're very polite and stuff like that. But they do like in some of those little small towns.
Sundown towns.
There's still some of those that exist. But we never, a good thing we didn't get to see those.
Yeah.
But like if you go to Mobile is like Corpus.
Like an Austin.
No, it's like a Corpus. Because Mobile, it's along the coastline, along the Mississippi and stuff like that. But
I mean, like the population, like the people, like in Corpus, you're gonna have like a bunch of Mexicans and stuff like that. Once you start getting over there, it's more whites and blacks, and you know
more whites and blacks.
And I'm guessing
but it's a lot of blacks. So
are people intertwining with each other over there? Like,
yeah.
So that's why I say almost like an
yeah.
Austin. When you go to Austin, it's almost like nobody gives a fuck. Like you saw everybody.
You still have some of those. You still.
Yeah.
Like the people that we came across, they were very polite.
Oh, really?
They're like, hey, how you doing? And then when we get back to Texas and we say, how you doing?
Motherfucker looking at you crazy and shit. Yeah, hell
so like Memphis, we went to Tennessee, and it was like a culture shock to me too because it's like everybody was intertwined. You might think that you're gonna have like your segregation in some areas and stuff like that, but a lot of it, they just together.
Yeah.
So sometimes don't let the media fool you.
Yeah.
But I know Mississippi. Now Mississippi, everybody's intertwined and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's still parts of Mississippi that your ass better not.
Well, see, Mississippi was more. They had more racial challenges than Alabama.
Everybody's shit.
If you ever watched the movie
Mississippi burning all that shit.
Were they like some of the last states to abolish slavery?
Yeah, a matter of fact,
not abolish slavery, but like the segregation and even
Texas was the last. Believe it or not, Texas was the last state.
That's crazy.
That's where Juneteenth came up.
Mm-hmm. What Freak's talking about, you're talking about segregation.
Yeah.
Because
even
after the federal law passed to desegregate, people in Mississippi were still going out their way to fucking threaten and scare black people to make them to not use their rights. Even though they had the rights, it's like, we're going to scare you to not use your rights. Hey, the fucking mayor... There's a mayor vote fucking coming up. Let me fucking go fucking put a gun to my fucking neighbor's head and tell him, nigga, you better not vote. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit.
But you know what's crazy? Okay, so when we went to, I had to, because we was heading to Atlanta. So we went through Mobile and then we went through Auburn, Alabama.
Oh, really?
Right? And that like most beautiful country, Auburn and stuff like that. But what's crazy about them is like that whole state is divided. Like it's really true. Like it's divided between Alabama
and Auburn.
And like if I was and I asked a person, I just literally asked him, hey, if I was to come in here with crimson red, wearing a crimson red shirt, and walk into your store, this is in Auburn, what would you do? And they were like, we have to get a police escort to escort you out.
What?
Yeah, like they're like
that serious?
Yeah, it was that serious.
God damn!
I swear to you, my wife was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I asked the guy." She goes, "You asked the Alabama question, didn't you?" I was like, "I had to." Because we just came from the stadium, big old stadium. We saw, we saw all that stuff and everything. And they got shrines of Cam Newton and Bo Jackson. And it's like, they are very serious. They
ain't that serious.
It was a black man who told me that.
Yeah, we ain't that serious in Texas. I didn't seen plenty of folks walk down 6th Street with fucking A&M fucking shirts.
A&M, OU shit.
People don't give a fuck.
They're different.
Yeah.
Wow. They're very different.
Yeah, they take that shit as a religion over there. That's why.
And also, like, there was a girl almost, she started a fight with me, like an argument with me in the store in Tupelo, Mississippi.
That's where Ray Schmurder from.
Yeah, and that's also where Elvis was born at.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's from Tupelo.
Oh, shit. Already.
So, and I asked her, like, my wife was like, hey, can you give me a big red? I'm like, all right, cool. So I walked in there, And I was like, looking, I was like, y'all don't have any Big Red? And the one was like, what the hell is Big Red?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean what the hell is Big Red? Y'all don't have Big Red?
That's a
some
Texas thing.
shit,
Yeah,
hey.
I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
This is 2019.
Well, I got cousins in Chicago.
Yeah.
Every time they come visit, they always take back cases of Big Red because they don't have it over there.
Yeah.
It's a Texas thing.
And what was funny, she's like, oh, so next thing you know, you're gonna ask me if we had Big Blue. I'm like, y'all don't have Big Blue? She goes, yeah, you have to get out of my store with that. And then I had to Google it and I had to show her. And she was like, oh, no, we don't have that in Texas. She goes, how's it taste? I said, it tastes kind of like a cream soda, but it's pretty good. And she was all like, well, we don't have that here in Mississippi, so you have to go back to Texas with that.
Oh,
all right, whatever.
Yeah, one time I was doing a fucking live stream on the Screwed Up community page, and I was like DJing, I fucking was sipping this shit, and I had a Big Red like on the fucking table and shit. And somebody like comments like, man, I see you with that Big Red, and I'm like literally thinking nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? But they're like literally giving me props because they see me drinking a Big Red.
Dude, like my cousins love that shit. They're like, they'll have us like just send them cases because they can't get it.
And see, I didn't know it was Texas. Like,
I didn't realize it was like that either, bro. I didn't. They say, if you say, well, then I see you with that Big Red, I'm like, go to Stripes and get one of them motherfuckers right down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, but motherfuckers like where they from, they don't see shit like that. Like,
I had some friends from Florida. Like, hey, can you FedEx me something weird? Nah, man, we ain't doing all that.
Big Red's where it's at.
Yeah, my kinfolk used to work for Coca-Cola. He
Yeah.
would bring me cases.
Hey, in July it was 2 years that I stopped drinking Big Red.
Big Peach. Big Peach.
Big Peach, yeah.
Fuck
Big
yeah,
Peach
Big
is good.
Peach. That's my favorite. I drank 2 of them hoes last night. Shit, Big Pineapple's good. I like the Big Peach.
Big Blue's good too.
I like the Big
Yeah.
Blue
Big
one,
Blue
bro.
is like cotton candy in your mouth.
Yeah. But see, over there, they had like a lot of, they had Faygo, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Faygo.
hell
And
yeah.
Fanta, so.
Faygo's
But
good.
like in those, but also in those states and stuff, they serve alcohol 24/7.
Oh shit.
At gas stations. They sell liquor at the gas stations.
Liquor in the gas stations and stuff like that. Especially like in Tennessee, like Memphis. Like we were staying down Elvis Boulevard, and didn't know that we was 2 blocks. Where we stayed at, the hotel we stayed at, we was like 2 streets behind us is where Block Boy JB shot his first video.
Oh shit. What's up?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a bad neighborhood.
Oh
And
shit.
we're staying at, we staying at the hotel and stuff, and I'm walking around like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Going to the store and stuff. My wife was like, "Do you know where you're at?" I'm like, "Nah, I just know there's a lot of black folks out here." And then down the street from that hotel we stayed at, it's like a mile down. That's where Young Dolph got killed.
Oh shit.
The cookie store that was
Yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
So, cause like you got Graceland and that whole area, and it's surrounding. It's funny. You got Graceland, this nice house, and it doesn't even, like if you go up to it in person, it doesn't look that big, for real. And it's surrounded by a whole by black neighborhoods.
Hell
especially
yeah.
Boulevard.
That's what's up.
And it's all the hood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to the next one, man. That was something that's been going on for the past couple of weeks. I've been seeing online and shit. I wanted to talk about it like 2 shows ago with, excuse me, like 2 shows ago, but we didn't get a chance to. I know y'all have probably been seeing it too about artists canceling tour dates because of low ticket sales. What do y'all feel about shit like that? Like, I think Moneybagg Yo has canceled like some show dates. Like, I want to say Lil Baby has canceled a few show dates because the ticket sales were low. Like,
So I was just talking to Breezy from Pop Boys, and he was telling me that some of the people he would bring down for a pop convention, some of them would have a set price, whether you made that goal or not on your day.
Yeah.
Their price was, let's say, $2,000. So if they only made $100 in fucking pop sales, he got to come up with the other $1,900 on his own. The other dude don't give a damn. That's your problem. But he also said, like, the Power Ranger dude that passed away, I forgot his name, Jason something, the Green Ranger. He would come down and he would work with you. He would split the door with you, 50-50 type shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, it's the same thing. Like, I think it depends on the artist.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm looking at it like, okay, you got fucking, let's just say the Moneybagg Yo. I don't know the exact situations and the exact cities that he did, but let's say, okay, he was booked in Houston, San Antonio, and fucking Austin for his Texas run. Okay, the Houston show sold out. The Austin shows about 90% sold out, but the fucking San Antonio show's only at 40%. So instead of what do you think? It's because he don't want to go and the crowd look dead at that event, or like I don't know what do y'all think?
Hell yeah, I think that.
I think it's his team.
Yep.
I think his team.
What about the promoting people?
Yeah, because
it's the promotion.
But I think whenever you're doing a tour like that, I don't think that falls on. Does that fall on local promoters? I don't think when Moneybagg Yo's going on tour, it's not local. It's basically
all the promoters.
It depends on who they have. Because the thing is, it's always whenever they come down, they always have someone like that was like Nate over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's always be plugged in with somebody that's always doing the promotion. So they rely on them to do the footwork.
Okay, well, I'm looking at it like this. Then you say like a Nate, but you right. But at the same time, they're doing it on a bigger scale. So it's almost like in coming to Corpus, if it was Moneybagg Yo or somebody like that, instead of going to like a Nate, they count on the American Bank Center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There should be commercials. There should be fucking radio.
So the American Bank Center
provided by the American
or whatever
Bank
their
Center.
team is.
See, that's the thing. I think that's his
I don't
Facebook,
know, but
Instagram.
that don't really rely on the venue though, bro. Because you can get shows over here at Concrete Street, bro. They're not gonna promote that shit. You're just renting the space out, bro.
Yeah, you got.
You know what I'm saying?
A tier.
But I'm sure there's a package.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a package where this is where we step in and help you. But it's X amount more dollars.
More.
For an
Like I
extra
said, well, that
$400, we'll
depends.
put our
Well,
team
like,
on
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
But
But that also depends on like I said, his team and his management. Because more than likely, what happened, dude, is the promoters they didn't go through with it, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like this. Whenever I saw Drake's coming to Austin, and I've been seeing it on fucking Facebook, and it's basically the Moody Center, the Austin. It's like the Moody Center presents the It's a Blur tour, or whatever the fuck the tour's called. The Drake It's a Blur presented. Moody Center presents Drake It's a Blur tour here live in Austin, Texas. So it's almost like
Because they paid him.
Well, they did a partnership.
they did a partnership with
They did a partnership on that one.
Yeah.
But I think with the Moneybagg Yo, it's like
I think they're just renting the venue out, man. Yeah. They're just,
Because they should have looked at where his music sells, where he mostly, sells a lot of music at, and gets a lot of streams at. Because if you
I think that's what they were doing. But I'm just looking at it like these rappers think they have a bigger following than they actually do.
Exactly. That's his team's fault.
Yeah, but maybe it's the opposite of what you're thinking. Maybe they're looking at that and they're hitting the gaps that they're short on.
But like you still
So
have-
if I don't have a following in Corpus Christi and that's the hometown of Selena, hey, I need to kind of slide that way because they got
on
a
that
base.
one, where in one of the spots where his shows was low at, where he had to cancel, was Philly and Chicago.
That's crazy.
and you
Those
see,
are the two-
but
those
that
are
also
the
comes
two
down to
for Moneybagg Yo,
But look,
was
but that also
Chicago.
comes down to them to what them labels do all the time. Because look, dude, a lot of them plays are not real, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just paid
And so
streams.
it's just bots, bro.
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're using companies that use different cities, dog. So it fucks up their demographic, dog. Because they don't know exactly where the fuck are they really hitting at.
So what do the
You know what
people
I'm
do?
saying?
Get their money back or you're fucked?
That's what,
If you pay for tickets, you're obviously gonna get your money back.
Yeah, you gotta get your money
So
back.
when
you should show
no,
up for your fans.
that's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. That's what I was
Like
gonna say.
regardless, like you should show up for your fans. You an artist.
Yeah.
You know?
But we talked
But
about
the
it a
thing
couple
is,
of
though,
weeks
too,
ago.
is that he's probably losing money going over there, dog. Because you got to understand, though, too, he's bringing other people with him. It's not just he has to bring his manager, he has to bring his road people with him, the people who do sound, and you know what I'm saying.
It's also on him being that greedy, doing that many cities in the state.
The thing is, me personally, dude, if I was his manager, I'd keep him in the clubs right now, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try to put him in arenas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because really,
sell out. Easier to sell out.
And
it's easier to sell out in clubs,
Yeah.
though. You know what
And
I'm saying?
because everything is like fucking going up in price, bro. Maybe they can't afford to pay.
Well, that's what
to go
people were
there.
saying too in the comments on fucking Instagram. People were like, "Man, the ticket prices today, you damn near got to fucking
See?
put up a fucking down payment for a house."
What I'm
Exactly.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Look at Bad Bunny. Look at that dude, Bad Bunny tickets. They're like
yeah.
$500.
How
They're
you
like
gonna-
$500. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna charge $500 for fucking tickets?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
How-
Hey,
That was
but
a
wait,
thousand.
hey,
How about
wait, hold
Taylor
up.
Swift shit?
But is that a
That's what
one
I'm
day?
saying.
Is that a one
What
day?
was that?
Taylor Swift.
Is that a
Oh,
one day
Hell
thing?
yeah, that's
Hey,
one
but-
show, not even one
Hey,
day.
but
That's what I'm
but
saying.
see, they were getting those, like especially like country music city. Luke Bryan, his tickets were like $500 front row. $1,000. I'm like, well, we just got to watch that on TV.
Nah, real shit, yeah.
But do broke people listen to country?
Yeah, everybody.
Because I'm looking like
Hey, they
those
gotta
people
get
that they're
it.
like
Get past it.
them people like that are going to country. I'm looking at it like this, like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, and I'm just gonna say what I think. That people who go to country concerts are people who have money, whereas at a rap concert you have people borrowing, scrounging up their last.
Same shit with country.
Nah, it's the same. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same, bro.
Okay.
It's the same.
shit with
It's the same.
genre.
Every
Okay.
genre.
Look, already.
And
Yeah.
you gotta,
Yeah.
and when people get it twisted about country, if you listen to country now, it's just hip hop.
Like a nigga rob a nigga to get some rap tickets though. A nigga rob a nigga to get some rap tickets.
Look, country music is hip hop music without the nigga word and drugs being disguised. They do this.
Look at that new guy, the Mexican dude. What's his name?
Right now.
Louis the singer?
Yeah,
Louis the-
Mexican
hey,
dude
bro,
is doing it with Paul Wall
bro,
right now.
I ain't
Shout
gonna-
out Gabe Parker. Shout out Sick with it.
Hey, they
Yeah.
do the
Fucking with his
same.
I think Gabe Parker's a
Gabe
producer.
Parker, yeah.
Hey,
Sick
they
with it
do
and Gabe Parker.
Like if you listen like the Kane Brown, like they talk the same thing.
Yeah.
Talk about money, sex, and drugs,
Fort Worth, Texas.
and all kinds of stuff. It's just
That's crazy.
got a little twang on it.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I've been jamming Louis the singer like ever since he dropped that. I saw that Paul.
They
Wall
just hit a
mix.
million views on
And
the
then, I went on YouTube and just started watching the rest of his stuff, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, he remind me of like back in the day, like almost like a comedian, and then wants to like make music at the same time, like almost how Chingo Bling was. But like he doesn't take it that far. He actually like.
But he actually sings. Yeah, he sings good. Yeah.
And it's like,
Nah,
I'm
that boy's
jamming.
talented, man. That boy's talented, man. Real
He
shit.
real, for real.
I didn't
I mean,
expect that.
listen
I
to
didn't
country.
honestly. I didn't expect the way he looks.
Mhm.
I didn't expect that
Me neither.
sound to come out of him.
Right? He got a good singing.
And he got featured from
who's
Paul
that?
Wall.
Louis the singer.
Louis
Yeah.
Singer.
Yeah, the Fort Worth.
It's crazy.
Have you heard of him?
No, I have. I'm hearing the name float around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard of Gabe
No.
Parker?
Yeah, I heard it. I talked to Gabe.
You heard of Sick with it?
Huh?
You heard of Sick with it?
Yeah.
That's the Hometown Heroes right there that's behind that.
He produced that. He produced that country song for Paul Wall.
Yeah.
And then
Down here.
yeah, Gabe is a good producer.
Gabe is a great producer.
Yeah.
He's on some Beyonce shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even
did
throwing
some
a
of Bino's music
metaphor.
too,
I'm
I
not
think.
throwing a bar. I'm talking about he's really on some Beyonce shit.
Yeah.
So,
Already, man.
That's insane.
We're going to move on to the next one. We was kind of talking about it a little earlier. We didn't really get into it. I didn't really stop y'all. But I saw a post on social media, and I was talking to Freak about this kind of a little bit last week, too. The social media post said, your hometown is not your target audience. Is that true or false?
Yes.
True.
It's true.
It's true.
Well, it depends.
I think Freak would say otherwise.
It depends. It depends.
You misunderstood the conversation. So before we
No,
go
I'm not
far
even
left,
just saying.
No,
I'm
no,
not even
no.
talking about that conversation. I'm just saying
Okay.
I think you would say otherwise in
All right,
general.
all
But
right.
we could go
I'ma
back
stop.
to that conversation too.
Yeah, okay.
We can
Well,
go
my,
back to
my
that, too.
point was it's just that this is where we start. So my base is forever going to be Corpus. Like,
Yeah.
not that
Yeah.
I'm targeting them, but these are my people first and foremost.
That's your home.
So when I go and look at my stats on wherever people are watching from, guess when the overrated fucking percentages
Here.
coming from? Corpus.
Corpus,
You know what I mean? So those people are not my target audience, but they're my branch to get to these other places that Boston wants to be. So let's say you got family coming down for the holidays. They ain't never heard of the fucking Ride High podcast, but that's your fucking cousin.
Yeah.
Now you and your cousin chop it up. What you doing, primo? Da da da. I do this podcast. Oh yeah, takes it back to fucking Philly or fucking Chicago, whatever.
Yeah.
Then you've grown
Yeah.
over there on
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah, hell
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Your
Hell
seed
yeah.
is spread on accident. So of course that's the fucking goal. That's a beautiful thing that happen that way.
Yeah.
But I feel like forever I'm gonna be talking to you because you know where I'm from.
But I got
You know
what
what
you
I'm
were
saying?
saying too, because what you were
I
saying
understand
made
what you're
sense
saying,
too.
dude. But the thing is, man, you can't just concentrate
I'm
on
not
Corpus,
targeting
though.
them, though.
You
Is
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
Because I got on the analytics thing on one of the Riding High pages, and basically it said that in the last like 30 days, most of the viewers were from Corpus.
Straight up.
And I was like,
Shout
wondering
out
if
to
that
Corpus.
should be good or if that's like bad. You know what I'm saying? And then Freak basically had to break it down to me like, that shows you that your hometown is fucking with you. He was
Yeah,
like,
nah,
what would
that's
you do
real
if you
shit,
get on
yeah.
that bitch and you seen that Corpus was like number 5 or 6?
Yeah.
And you
Exactly,
and you know what I'm
that's where
saying?
I was.
And then like, what would you think? But you haven't been based in
No,
Corpus
no,
in fucking
no.
years,
I
so
know
you
it's
can't
rough
count it
Corpus,
like that.
everything, But even then, like where I was on my analytics, I found some of my biggest people. With nowadays with streaming and how you can put your ad and promote stuff, like different states, Arizona and like Rhode Island and some
Yeah.
crazy ass shit, Buffalo.
You just got to.
You just gotta keep promoting. You just gotta keep doing it.
You got to keep doing it.
You see your hometown in there, but at the same time, like I also feel like a lot of people say, man, once they leave Corpus and they start doing their stuff, people really start fucking with them. Like, oh, I'm just from Corpus.
Because you see those other people from those other cities talking about them. That increases your like awareness to something that's been right in front of your face the whole time. Type
Speaking
of
of analytics, hey man, you know what? Shout out to the city, man. Y'all my top cities right now, bro.
Well, that's
what I'm saying. I just checked it out. I just looking at it right now. Hey, shout out city. Woo.
If I was to fucking take this to California, Los Angeles, California, I'm pretty sure after being there for fucking 30 days, I ain't gonna say 30. I would say 90.
Nah,
you say shorter?
I'd give you 30.
I would say 90.
If you have somebody,
90. The analytics are just gonna start flowing to where the people who are over there are gonna start seeing it.
It depends on who you're going there with. If you're going there with somebody who's already locked in, like you are over here, instant 30 days booming. It's new to the scene. You're new to the scene.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that first on the couch.
Yeah.
I want to be on the couch first.
Let's go to
I was
LA,
so and so
baby.
on Riding Highs in California.
Yeah.
That type of shit, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna boom in that first 30 days. It's the 90 days that you still need to be on top at that time.
And you just got to keep on doing, just like he said, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. It's eventually going to grow. But like to answer your question, like target areas and stuff like that, it depends, man. Cause like look what Houston did, you know.
Houston branched out, bro.
Supporters.
Houston branched out. Remember how many times? Look, how many
Slim
how many
Thug going to
H-Town
fuck with
rappers
Pharrell?
have Corpus really blown up, dog?
Say it
Or
again.
Dallas.
How many H-Town rappers have Corpus blown up, dog? All of them, damn near, bro. This used to be the city that they come to all the time.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They all came down here. Look, he's got.
I was bringing up Slim Thug.
I
I was bringing up Slim Thug fucking with Pharrell and the Neptunes. Like that was, if you're talking about a branch out to way the fuck out, that was a fucking wild one. For me.
Yeah, that was
like
he
Flip.
signed
Flip didn't go too far. Flip kept it southern.
Yeah.
Slim went
Star
fucking Star Trek.
He went straight to the mainstream.
I ain't taking him out to eat. I ain't here to man.
Shout out
I
to
ain't
my
heard of
cousin
that.
Shandi. Shout out to DJ Juan Gotti. See y'all tuned in.
Yeah, shout out to everybody tuning in.
shout out to everybody
Hey,
tuned in.
reach out to those people you know out of town, bro. They got love for you, like not even knowing them. Return that shit. The shit that they're pushing out there, bring that shit home and push that to your people. The shit that they're getting from you, they're going to take it and push it to their people.
Exactly.
So Shandi, my
it's
cousin right
easy.
now that's watching from San Antonio, can we get a share so we can get some of that San Antonio algorithm?
Hey, shout out to Big Cree over there in SA. Shout out to Laje. Shout out to Kaiser Soze. Like, we got some SA people. You know, it's just you got to involve motherfuckers, and you know, no disrespect to them, but they ain't gonna pay attention until you start fucking with them like that. And it's not like trying to fucking steal anybody's shine.
They
or
won't
nothing.
know about it until you show them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
And next thing you know, I get a phone call from those three people I named. Hey, freak, we coming to Corpus. We happen to have a show with so and so. What's up? Can we get on? Shit, knock you in. Matter of fact, K9 coming from out of town, and he ain't from wherever the fuck he's coming from. He's from Corpus. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's a hometown person who can tell these stories that we've been getting from Cree and Fat Man and all them. This is a different side of town telling that same story. So, that type of shit. Like, he'll spread the podcast to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? If we get Bree on here, he'll spread the podcast to Dallas. And those are literally two different worlds in Dallas.
Shit, in a few weeks we spreading it to LA, baby, because I'll be there.
Yeah, and that's another place.
Telling everybody,
Dallas,
baby.
Like some people can target Dallas, and
I love Dallas.
They get they get that support from the. It just depends on where it is.
You just gotta share, man.
Yeah.
There was one time I was up in College Station for a minute, and it was like spring break. And so I think you was out there on the beach. You was telling me, man, some white boy just came up to you and he had a plug sticker when you first had the plug.
Oh yeah.
He goes, man, how do you even know about this? He's
Hell
like, man,
yeah.
my boy in College Station, he told me on you.
Yeah.
So check. Like, all you have to do is share.
I ran into some dude who had a plug
Networking,
sticker. I was like,
like-
what the fuck do you know about the plug?
the
It's
one
like,
God
hey,
said.
but that plug, the plug logo, and I ain't telling you just because we at your spot, but that plug logo was dope.
Mm-hmm.
It had a good
Already.
concept to
Hell
it.
Yeah.
You know.
Shit, I was handing them out there. People wanted them. I was like,
I still got my
when y'all
plug
go to
shirt.
Corpus, go to
I
the
can't
plug.
fit that motherfucker, but I still got it.
Hell yeah.
Shit, I might still have some plug shit in that motherfucking garage somewhere. Shit.
We have to throw some shit to the crowd.
Man, let's move on to the next one, man. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz fight. Did y'all see that?
That fight shouldn't happen.
Why you say that? We jumping right into it.
So look, what I liked about it.
I think
is,
it was
it
was
good.
It was a good fight. It wasn't
It was
trash.
entertaining, bro.
You left with in the goddamn 6th round, so you can't judge the fight.
Well, the first 6 rounds were trash.
The last 4 they were
They
good.
weren't going
Entertaining.
The first 6 were garbage.
That was over. That's man, there's 10 rounds. That's 60,
Well, I ain't gonna say it was.
60% of the fight.
To me,
was trash.
it just looked like he didn't even want to be there. But then I
was a
saw
lick, though.
where they were
Exactly.
basically
Yeah.
saying
It was a
that
lick.
Exactly.
that he
You gotta say it was a lick.
he was playing mind games with Jake
So-
Paul.
But like you said, it looked like he wants the check.
looked like he was
in.
into
Nah,
it.
he
Look,
was just
hold
getting
up.
that check, dog. He didn't give a fuck about
Yeah,
none of
Hey,
that
he was
shit.
uninterested.
My next question
didn't
to
get-
everybody. So you think Diaz is gonna do it in the MMA?
Yes. $10 million, yes.
What I heard was he said no already.
Who?
Diaz did he gave him the offer of 10 million and he said no.
No, he said in the ring. I saw it in the ring. He said, "Let's do it."
Yo.
Well, I hope
After
they
the
do it.
fight,
Dude. I want to
yeah.
see it. I want to see
think,
it.
yeah, I think he'll do it, man.
I want to see it.
I want to see it done, not under fucking UFC.
I want to see.
It has to be UFC.
Well,
Why?
That's what Jake Fight said.
has
Jake
to
Paul
be.
said.
Yeah,
He
but
said
Jake
do it
Paul's not
under
gonna-
PFL.
Why
Because he's a sponsor and his
Yeah.
company's with the PFL.
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah,
Jake Paul?
but Nate Diaz already. Nate Diaz said.
Hey, but
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah,
know,
but Nate
y'all know
Diaz said
Jake
he's not gonna
Paul-
do it under PFL, dog.
Yeah,
He
because he'll
said
make more money on the UFC.
he
With
said
Dana
he's
White.
gonna do it
Hey,
with
but
UFC.
y'all know
does
Jake
anything.
Paul and that dude KSI, they own that Prime drink, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
I feel like they would make more money if they just let Triller
Well,
or somebody do
Yeah,
it.
I don't think-
you know what I'm saying. Like,
Dana White doesn't. They don't even like each
They
other.
don't
Dana
like
White
each
and
other
Jake
at
Paul.
all.
so that's what I'm saying. I would
It'll
rather
never
see
work.
Nate Diaz fight outside of UFC because Nate Diaz ain't gonna get paid shit if that shit's under
Yeah.
UFC.
no, he ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, he
I'd like
might.
to see Jake
So
Paul
I think it
fight.
has to be done outside of UFC for Nate Diaz to walk away with a bag.
I just like
Has
to see
Triller
him
done
fight boxing.
MMA?
Huh?
Has Triller done MMA?
Nah,
No,
they
but
haven't done yet.
what's hard enough to fucking
Yeah.
get
I mean,
to
but
build an
they done,
octagon,
yeah,
get
but
the,
they done
get
boxing
the
though.
refs,
Do something.
promote
I'm
that
pretty
bitch.
sure they
I
can
just
get.
think-
I'm pretty sure they
Hell
can get
yeah.
up
I
in
just
there.
think-
Hey, it's been
Hell
done though.
yeah.
It's been done. They've done kickboxing and boxing in the
Yeah,
same
they done
event.
that
They
shit,
done it
yeah.
already.
See, I just think that
Affliction did it.
Nate, because he was never a boxer.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was.
exactly.
It looked
Yes,
like
he
went
is.
attacking him
Brother
all the whole
Nick.
time.
No,
Now,
that's
Nick
no,
can
no.
box.
They were both boxers. Their coach is a boxing trainer.
Well, he didn't look like he could
Yeah,
box.
he didn't look
Nah.
like
He
it.
didn't look like he wanted
Nah,
to.
he
He
didn't.
was throwing them pillow
Because all he did-
punches.
Bro, I'm telling
He
you,
was-
bro.
He
Hey,
He was
look,
there to
man, I'm
collect.
telling
He was
you,
there to
dude.
collect the
I'm
check.
telling
Oh,
you,
yeah,
the
that was
whole
a lick,
thing-
though.
And
It was
entertain
all
a
the
little
bag,
bit.
dog. It was
Yeah.
all for it
How-
was all the money, bro.
how
He
much-
didn't give a fuck about
So
nothing.
how
It
much
was-
was that
Now
bag,
say how much
though?
did each person walk away with? Do y'all know?
Well,
You can find it
Hold
right
on,
now.
no, we're gonna see. Let's see
Jay made
before we
more
just
'cause
spit
his
out some
production
false
company
numbers.
was
Yeah.
sponsoring, and then his alcohol, that CSL, the
And you
size,
know,
whatever,
you got a lot of people hating on that too. They're like, "Oh, he's not a boxer and stuff like that."
He
Hey,
looked like a boxer.
hey, he making some money. He's proving that he can box.
So yeah,
He's
he's
making some
proven.
money.
Wait, hold up. He's proven against these dudes that are past their time.
Yeah.
What happened to Tommy Fury? Yes, it was a close fight, but he lost.
Yeah, he
I
got
want to
paid
see
for
him.
that.
I want to see him go against top guys, top 10,
Yeah,
top
he
20
need to fight
guys.
some boxers.
Some
Yeah,
real,
he need
some
to
real
fight some
boxers that
yeah.
only
Yeah.
train
Yeah.
in boxing, not this MMA shit.
But this is the thing though, dog, is that he's not really like, okay, he's good enough to fight these dudes because
He's
these
not
dudes
good enough to fight the big boxers.
because these dudes are just
He's
regular,
calling out
they're-
Canelo.
They're MMA, dog, so their strength
he's
is not
too
on
good.
boxing.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna read this, then I got a question for y'all. Okay, see, Paul walked away with a guaranteed earning of 1.5 million with a chance at 2 million based on pay-per-view shares. As Diaz, he is expected to get about 500,000, but that could jump to as high as 1.5 million following pay-per-view shares.
He's gonna get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna get it.
Get it.
They're gonna get it.
He don't get it.
And I feel
even
like
for
the
the
most Nate
500,000
Diaz has
shit.
ever walked away with under a UFC contract fight is probably 300,000.
Nah,
That's why that dude-
500K
500K?
for Conor McGregor
Oh, okay.
or more.
Yeah, man.
But that's why that Francis,
The first
that's why that Naguar dude left, right? Because he was
Yeah.
under the fucking, he
Yeah.
like felt like he's worth more than like.
Nah, and then he got paid less, I think.
No, he ain't.
Well,
he
see,
ain't
no.
doing that. He finna fight somebody in a boxing match.
talk-
Oh, Fury.
You talking about?
Oh
Nagano?
yeah. See, and I'm pretty sure he
Nagano.
got way more.
You talking
Francis
about
Ngannou. Francis
Okay,
Ngannou.
so Francis Ngannou, his thing with UFC, it was like this. He wanted to be part of the board, right? But he also wanted all the fighters, which I can understand what he wanted. He wanted all the fighters to be covered with medical insurance.
That's what Jake Paul's doing.
And
That's what Jake Paul's doing, same
wanted,
shit.
He wanted them to be covered under the UFC just in case if one of them gets majorly injured, they can be covered. But Dana White
Dana
was
White
like,
don't wanna do
"Hell
that
no,
shit. Nah,
like,
he
you're
don't
a
wanna do that
fighter.
shit.
This is what you get into.
That's why Dana White.
That's no different than the
Yeah.
NFL.
Dana White's greedy, bro.
Yeah, he
like
is.
I
He
feel
is
like
hella greedy.
those UFC dudes are hella underpaid.
That's the thing
why
I like
They
about
really
Jake
are, though.
Paul
Like,
is
They
that
really are, because he makes billions of dollars off them people. Dog.
Jake
They
Paul
they
is trying to take
very
care
little
of his
shit.
fighters on whatever the fuck he
Yeah.
does. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
he's
what I
doing
like.
his shit to basically fucking help the
Yes,
MMA dudes
yes.
already. Okay, well, this was my question that I have for y'all. What would y'all think? And Alex, since you've been in the boxing ring before, what do you think Jake Paul's chances would be against like a Golden Gloves champion?
I think he still has a good chance. I'm not saying he's not talented, because he is talented, but to fight a real fighter,
That's why I said. That's why I said a Golden Gloves
That's
champion.
the test. That's
Yeah,
a true test,
yeah,
and I do think he has a chance to beat
Is a
him.
Golden Gloves champion an amateur or he's
Amateur.
pro?
Amateur.
Okay.
You would need,
Okay.
you want him to have a pro. That was,
Pro, yeah,
You
pro.
want him to have a pro that. Like,
At
Well,
least-
wouldn't a motherfucker turn Golden Gloves turn pro after they won a Golden Gloves?
Yeah,
If they were
I mean,
in
yeah.
his weight class?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I still think Jake Paul would have a chance because he is good. I mean,
He got some puncher's chance
yeah,
also?
he's good, dog.
If I'm not mistaken, the only way you compete for the Olympics, you have to be an amateur, right?
Yeah.
Right? You can't.
You have to go
pro.
through all this shit before you even get
can't
there.
Even,
Yeah.
Like who would like?
Look,
what
this-
they, like,
this the
Yellow
knockdown
Boy
right here.
was one, Sugar Ray
Yeah.
was one.
I thought that's was gonna fall out the ring.
Damn.
Shit.
I bet he was high as fuck during this
He
fight.
Nah,
was
he
like-
He
Yeah.
looked like he was half drunk. Shit.
I saw
that's
Jake
what
Paul.
I-
I
that's
saw
what
Jake
I'm
Paul
saying.
say in the interview after, man,
Man,
we were
that
talking.
weak ass punch knocked him
I
down.
saw.
Come
It was on the
on.
point. It was on the
Hey,
equilibrium.
bro, it's a hoax, dog. It's
On
all
the real,
part,
I didn't-
it's all part of the scheme.
I think
dog.
this one was
His punches weren't even turning.
Jake Paul should fight. Damn, what's that?
said he's not fucking with Crawford ass.
What? Fuck,
Nah,
no,
hell
he's not
nah.
fucking
Nah,
with
he ain't fucking
Crawford.
with
Hell nah.
Come on,
Fuck his
man.
ass up.
He's
That's,
not gonna fight no boxer right now, dog. He's
No,
not.
he
He's not
won't.
good enough, bro.
He isn't.
and this shit is for entertainment. This
Yeah.
shit is WWE,
You know
but
what
it's
they do?
real.
Yeah.
You know that boxing
It's
white guy,
WWE, but the outcome isn't
The wrestling
predetermined,
like a kid.
basically.
He's like 19 now. Like he.
This
You
motherfucker,
gotta do
come
well.
on, bro.
Check
This
him out.
motherfucker came to the ring and the
So Jake
motherfucker
Paul's
with a
what?
tank.
What's his like 200 normal? What does he walk around? 2-something, 220?
Why? What does he fight
They
at?
fought at 140. didn't
Nah,
they?
he
He ain't
fought
fighting
hell
no
no.
140.
I
Nothing.
think
Come
he-
on,
I
bro.
think it was 180.
No, they had to
It was
fight like
185, I
180.
think,
No,
dog.
it was
180.
187 or 185. They
That's a
fought
huge
at-
difference between 140.
Jake,
yeah.
Jake Paul
Yeah,
walks
yeah.
around 200 plus, bro. He's big.
Yeah, I think this fight
Nate's
came
big,
in
too.
180.
Yeah, dude, but Nate fights at 150, bro.
And
No, not recently. Hell
150?
no.
And his brother,
I
He's
want to
a-
say it was 185.
He's a
His
welterweight.
No,
his
Nate,
brother-
no. In the
his
UFC,
brother's
dude.
killing it
He
on,
was a lightweight.
WWE.
He
Yeah,
was.
he
He
In
was.
the UFC,
Right,
Yeah, that's
Logan.
cool. He was
Logan.
at SummerSlam,
Logan.
Wood, and-
Jake
and-
Paul
and
was there
flew.
too.
yeah,
Yeah, he
and
flew to go see
and
him.
Yeah, he flew
and-
to the
and-
fight and
alive.
shit.
and
Hell
I mean, yeah.
Logan's killing it right now.
Yeah.
yeah. Already.
He's acrobatic.
So
Damn. So at this point, I didn't watch the fight, but at this point in the video, did everybody know that Nate lost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Oh, okay, it was obvious. It
Yeah.
wasn't like an upset.
Look at his
type of
face,
shit.
bro.
yeah, that's like
Yeah,
Oh, bro, it
I
was
feel like
obvious
he
that-
always looks like
Bro,
that
it was
though.
Yeah, he
obvious
does.
that Nate had lost after like round 2, and
Okay.
he started like doing some shit at the end, but it
Yeah.
wasn't even enough to like it was just like some good moments. It wasn't even nothing to change the fight. It was like, oh,
was
he's
just some love
not,
tap.
he's not dead. He was like, he's still alive.
Hey.
They were more of like some he's still alive moments type
Enough to
shit.
get
Nate-
interested.
Nate.
Yeah, enough
Nate
to
does,
keep you interested. That's it. Yep.
Nate does those fucking triathlons, so he wasn't tired. He was just,
Yeah, he was ready for
he
the
was
long
just
haul.
chilling.
He just wasn't punching.
I'll tell you,
He was giving
man,
him them
it was
love
all for
taps,
the bag,
bro.
bro. That's all it was. It was all for that bag, bro.
Yeah, but to stretch the bag all the way 12 rounds though.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul said that he was talking
Hey,
shit
but
to
I mean,
him
but he
the
had-
whole
but
fight.
he has a long win like that, bro.
He's like, I'll go 12 rounds with you, but I ain't gonna get knocked out.
Paid. Yeah, I'll let you take a win.
You know what I mean? Like I'll go 12 rounds with you, let you get your bag, but you ain't gonna knock me out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's
Like,
what I want to see fight again is Deontay Wilder, bro. He was a bad
oh,
motherfucker.
he's supposed to fight.
Oh, what's his name? Mexican.
yeah, Ruiz.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
You're
Come
right.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's supposed to fight Ruiz,
Andy
yeah.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Man.
That was the
That's
magical
gonna be a good
champion.
one, bro.
God damn.
They
That-
just
that
have
boy
to
had the
just
Mexican
agree on the
spirit.
contract.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. He's got some size on him, but what's his name? Got hands too. Mexican.
Yeah, hell yeah, Ruiz. He lost all that
It's
weight
just-
too, right?
Yep.
It's just Dante Wilder.
Who did he beat again for that?
That other
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua.
And
Yeah.
everybody thought he was gonna.
He
mop
lost the
him
back
up.
though.
Yeah, I did too, bro.
lost the
Hell
back.
yeah.
And he was a backup fighter.
Yeah.
Remember, he was supposed to fight somebody else.
He
and
came
he
in
stepped
all
in
fucking
like
looking
a
like a
week
fucking
before or some
Mexican
shit.
straight from the fucking hood.
From
and
nowhere.
shit.
From nowhere
Yeah, he
to the
caught
top
his
of
ass,
the world
dog. He caught his ass
overnight.
slipping. He caught his ass slipping.
No, I honestly think.
Yeah, straight up.
Dante Wilder.
What trash?
He's a good hitter. He can hit you. He's a slugger, but he can't box.
No, he can't box.
He cannot box.
Maybe over this time, maybe he's learned a little bit, but yeah, he was just depending.
His record says otherwise.
Well, just because
His record says otherwise. God damn
he
it.
got that power to knock your ass out.
He's a slugger.
He's a slugger, bro.
See that baseball?
And that's why I say all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, gotta talk about that one.
Dude,
Manny, not Manny.
No, it's not Manny. His last name
Yeah,
is
Ramirez. My bad.
Against
He dropped
Tim
that fool.
Anderson.
Yeah.
He dropped that
caught
fool
with that right.
with the wild right
All
overhand.
the smoke,
Overhand.
he got it, bro.
Can you pull that one up, freak?
Wait, there's one.
Yep. Damn, that was fast, bro.
Man, look at that.
Yeah. Look, he said, "Let's go."
Let the people see it. Said good night.
Boom.
Boom, right there.
Oh. Set him down.
Yup.
Set him down.
Hell yeah.
He set him
I
down.
wonder how much they're gonna get fined for that.
I don't know, but it'd be worth shit.
That's
They shouldn't fine
100,000
him.
right
They
there.
shouldn't fine him, bro. That shit was
Hey,
entertaining.
what was funny is that Tim Anderson, when he got up, he was trying to go after him. I'm like,
He was
dude,
stumbling.
I'm
Sit
like,
your
"Dog,
ass
you
down."
gotta sit down,
Yeah.
man. You might as well just get some air, man.
Yeah. Take a break. Take a nap.
So in something like this, when you see your people get knocked out and you sitting on the bleachers or whatever,
No, you can't go in there.
No,
man.
you don't
Nah.
come in swinging.
That's why the
Fuck
team.
no.
So when they do have these brawls, what are they fighting over then?
On the real, I don't know how baseball works, but I know in the NBA, if your ass comes off the bench, you're suspended.
No, in baseball, they don't.
I don't think they do that in
Just find
baseball.
them.
Baseball.
They may do.
No,
I think,
they
in,
just
I think in
find
baseball they do fines. But I know in
No,
the-
no. I'm talking about the players.
Hey,
As an individual,
hey,
individual, do you come out for your teammate who just got laid
Hell
out?
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
In
look
ba-
at
in
look at these
baseball,
people.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
baseball 101.
okay. I'm
People
hearing
go-
exactly what you're saying. Now look at all these people.
They
What-
say, hey, the bench has
show me a
cleared.
fist. Show me one fist in that whole
Oh,
crowd.
No, they just
No,
show
they're-
up.
That's what you
Because
call.
it-
That's what you call entertainment
Yeah.
value.
Nah,
And
man.
that- and
Oh,
that-
dude jumped off the boat and swam.
Yeah.
It's almost like what Charles.
That's the love I want. Fuck you, Reed.
Oh man! Oh,
You want,
dude,
you want the fans to come in and help you?
Oh, dude that jumped off the boat is working on the boat. It probably making goddamn $12 an hour.
It's the love. Fuck all that.
is
Fuck all
making-
that.
One of these dudes are making 12
It's the
fucking
love.
million.
Nah, fuck all
A
that.
year.
He said, fuck this job.
Yeah,
That's like when
but
you
there
see-
have been fights like this, though,
Yeah,
right?
oh, yeah,
Okay,
there has
now
been.
what I asked
Nolan
was,
Ryan, bro, is the famous
Nolan
one.
Ryan and
Nolan
Robert
Ryan.
Ventura.
The one
Okay.
that was like last
Oh,
week,
yeah, he's all bloody and
the
shit.
Red Sox.
No, where the pitcher fucking literally the coach came out there. They were taking him out of the game, and the pitcher said he just straight up told the coach, "I'm about to go start swinging at the whole dugout," and he just let him ride. The dude gave him the ball, ran into the dugout, started swinging at him. Then both them teams, it was about a 10-man brawl.
And,
Like,
and
at
every
that
so
boat.
often you're gonna see that. Don't get it twisted. Entertainment value.
Nah,
you gotta
man,
get
that's-
them watching.
Nah,
I
what? So
don't-
you
I don't
thinking they
think-
set
I
this
don't think-
up? You
It's
saying
not
he got
like-
knocked
But
out
I
on
know-
purpose?
I get what Freak said.
You saying he got knocked out on purpose
No,
for
no, he didn't
entertainment
Knocked out
value?
on purpose. That was just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But the
I
teammates,
don't-
I don't expect the
It's not like
teammates to come.
hockey.
I don't expect the teammates to come in and help because at that point it becomes a
yeah.
full blown fucking riot.
And I was gonna say at the same time, he's already knocked out. Fights over.
Then,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
then it becomes the palace and malice.
Yeah.
I mean the malice at the palace.
yeah.
Now
That-
that shit don't happen
shit.
in basketball. You can barely even touch a player.
Well, that's why
And
I was
they'll
gonna say
call
earlier.
foul.
That's why you always see Charles Barkley making fun of him. Look at him. A whole bunch of I don't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
Because they always get all in each other's
Yeah.
face, and it's always motherfuckers just acting like they gonna do something, but never really nothing happens.
Look at this wild haymaker that's about to land.
That's an overhand right.
Bam!
Boom.
That fool
That's what
sat
they did
down
to the
and look, he was grabbed by the opposite team, right?
Yeah, see, but
Now watch that though.
Do y'all remember the fight with between Toronto and Texas Rangers?
Yeah,
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Homeboy got knocked.
Yeah, he got dropped.
Same
Yeah,
base,
same-
yeah,
second base.
second
Yeah,
base.
yeah.
Where they got
Shortstop,
into it, yeah.
right there. Yeah.
Fucking knocked his glasses out, clean
Yep.
hit.
Look down up. Damn,
Look
that
at
was,
these two players behind him
Is
though.
it-
Where
is
they?
it
Yeah,
Lindor?
it's that cocky motherfucker from the Blue.
From the
Blue
Ranger-
Jays. From
I
the
don't
Blue
know,
Jays.
man.
The
Look
dude
up that
from
one,
the
freak.
Rangers is the
Because
one
because
that-
they
We all different.
they already hated him because
Yeah.
when
But they were-
they played the Rangers in the playoffs and he hit that home run
And they were
and
already
threw
on
that
three
bat
games.
up there and they won the game.
They were on a 3-game. You know when they play 3 games in a row. So
Yeah.
this is like the 3rd game already. So they didn't see
Yeah.
enough of each other. But
Yeah,
that
what's that
Nolan
motherfucker
Ryan
name?
was dope too.
Oh
He-
man,
That's my favorite.
I was a
Yeah.
kid. I remember
Bro,
watching
he-
that one.
And that's because he was what 52.
He had him like
50 years
that and was
old, and
fucking
he
hitting
was
him.
like a 22-year-old. He was just
Fucked him
beating
up.
him up.
Robin Ventura, and I know he remembers that too.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, he had him in a little.
Man, we're gonna move on to the next one, baby.
Whack ass teammates. Straight up, bro. I'm like scene by scene trying to make it make sense.
Hey,
Nah, bro, I got knocked out. I got knocked out. Fuck that 20 million, bro. I got knocked out.
Oh man, hell no.
On TV.
But like this, bro. I'm gonna put it like this:
They making podcasts of my shit.
Even when the dude got up, he probably
I'm
still
a meme.
the dude that got knocked out. Whenever he got up, he probably still didn't even want to do nothing.
He was the first one to the
Hey, they probably.
He acted. He was finna walk up to him and probably just.
Yeah.
Man, they probably went
A whole bunch of pull me off. That's what Charles Barkley say. A whole bunch of pull me off.
Hey, but after the game, they probably. Went
Come
to
on,
the
it's getting
bar.
too close. Pull me
They
off.
probably went to the strip club
Look.
together.
Nah.
You telling me this dude didn't want the smoke? This dude in Chicago didn't want the
He
smoke?
wanted the smoke.
He got
Okay,
it.
so he was the one who got knocked out.
He
So
got
talking
it.
about he would bounce up and not want it. He
Hey, they're
wanted
gonna
it
get-
now.
And they're
Did he swing? Oh, he swung
Yeah.
first.
What?
Hey, and they're
Bro.
gonna get in trouble for
He was
pushing the
trying
ref.
to do him
After
in.
that
Whatever.
hit, he didn't want it no
Yeah,
more. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? He didn't want it no more after he got up.
Oh, he was trying. He
He
took
did
off
push
the
that
gloves.
foot.
He was
Yeah,
trying to
push
do
it.
it.
Yeah, you see, he wanted some shit right there. Yeah.
Okay, so put the dude in the
Wrong
orange.
time.
He didn't want no shit.
Nah, he wanted shit too.
He wanted shit after the old dude swung on him.
He knuckled
but he
up.
didn't swing first.
Look, here we
he
go.
Didn't swing first.
Bro, he put his hand in his
touched
face.
And I don't think he would have.
Look,
touched him. He touched
he
him.
said, bitch, like he was already on it. What? Look, bam, what's up? What's up? Get the fuck out the way, bro.
See, the official, he shouldn't have let it go that far.
The official
No, he
bounce.
got
Yeah,
pushed.
he
He
should-
got
he let it
pushed.
go
That
far.
fool bounce.
Push.
Look,
Look.
he's gonna get
Get
pushed
off.
by Anderson.
He jumped back so far, nigga.
don't
Like,
wanna get
come
hit.
on, man.
You don't want to
Come
get
on,
hit.
man. They finna find his ass.
You don't want
No
to get
shit,
hit.
right? Failure to secure the game.
For real.
20
Would have looked like
grand,
that one ref in
motherfucker.
boxing that got hit on accident.
Oh, dude.
All I know is you can't umpire a game. You too scary.
Yeah.
You just
Look.
back it up.
Hey, imagine you get knocked out while the dude is swinging on you is being held at the same time.
I think Ramirez had
Oh,
some
man,
hatred
where'd he
in-
go?
Something was going on in his life when he was mad. He let all that anger out when
That one
fuck-
punch.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck it, let's go." He's pissed off about something.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Look, I got it with that
Hold on. Watch him. So the dude,
You
after
can't
I
even see it on the screen.
nah, but you
That's all they can.
look,
There it is.
yeah,
wanted it.
just go back
And
and
then he
watch it.
swings
Look, he
first.
gets held.
Boom.
Bam, knocks him out still.
Damn. That's
And the
power.
dude who's holding him
That's
just
power,
lets him
bro.
go.
That's why he's in the
Yeah.
MLB.
That's crazy.
That's why he's in the
That's why
MLB.
his ball is like 400 yards out. 400 feet.
Power.
Man, he ain't got no balls now.
God damn.
Look, homie's holding him up. That boy's
Yeah, he's
what-
fucked up. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't want no more shit.
Look, even the
man.
bullpen
Man, the
cleared.
bullpen came out.
All late. Like, come on, bro. You know nobody wants no
Hey,
shit.
Those are pictures, bro. My hand
Say,
next to million. bro.
rewind that. That's sad as fuck. Your boy been knocked
Hey,
out.
those are all the pictures, freak. All the
Those
pictures.
are all the
Yeah.
pictures.
Them
They
motherfuckers-
should have been the first ones there, right?
Yeah, right. They're usually
Nah, they're
Yeah,
hands,
yeah,
dog.
no.
usually eating chicken.
You know,
drinking
them
beer.
motherfuckers
Yeah.
look like the staff that
No,
show up all
I'm,
late.
I'm
At
talking
school.
about like athletic wise. He's throwing fucking 100 miles an hour pitches. That's
Bro,
the
look at
dude
his
I want
eyes.
swinging for
He
me.
didn't want no smoke afterwards. He was like fucking rocking back and forth.
And the thing is, I feel like the pitchers if the pitchers that come out the bullpen start throwing punches, shit, them motherfuckers gonna be in trouble.
Yup.
yeah.
Hell
Shit,
yeah.
because I ain't even talking about with the league, with the team. Like
Yep.
you throw fucking, we paying you fucking $10 million
No,
a year,
yeah, you
and you
fucking up
punch
that
this
hand.
nigga, you done fucked up your
Oh.
hand, nigga.
Did he do that to himself? Is that real?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the
he
internet.
did that.
That's
He
the
put the
internet.
gloves on.
Nah, that looks like he real.
Gloves on,
That
dog.
look, put the gloves on.
Man, that's a meme. Come on.
Nah. I don't know.
No, okay.
So that was at practice
Yeah, I didn't see
today?
that one right there.
That's funny.
That was at practice today?
Oh man, he said, "Wait a minute, no, I don't want it." Yeah, see, the internet will eat you up. This is the
Damn.
beautiful part of it.
MLB title fight.
Yeah, Ruffin Odor.
There you go. That
Yeah.
one right there.
Oh, look, this
Yeah.
one right here.
The right.
Huh.
and
Just
the-
bam!
Oh.
Oh, he didn't drop him.
Yeah, he
No,
didn't
he
drop
didn't drop
him.
He
him.
rocked
Drop
him.
him, but-
He
Boom.
rocked him, but he didn't drop
Oh,
him.
he got him.
Hey, bro, he
Yeah.
ate that punch though. Fuck what y'all
I
talking
went
about.
to
He
the-
ate
Nah,
that
he
shit.
did. He did. He
Yeah,
ate that
he took
shit.
it.
Yeah, I bet you old dude who swung was like,
I
man,
bet his
respect.
jaw hurt the next
That
day.
was my knockout. You know, so. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but that shit sucks.
Hey,
dog.
celebrity
If you-
MLB,
if you
that
swing
guy
at
versus
somebody
the
like
other
that
guy,
with
dog.
everything you got, and that dude
Jake
still
Paul's
standing,
promotion.
that's fucked up,
be
bro.
like, you know what? I ain't got no problem, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That was
We
my
good.
best shot.
Put it in there.
That was my best shot.
We good,
Already,
baby.
You want to be my friend?
I sent you a link. I don't know if there's a video or not, but I'm gonna read the story. A Pennsylvania Wendy's manager allegedly made a fake employee and collected pay.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Let me read the story. Lancaster
how'd you
County,
pull that off?
Lancaster County, PA.
Hold on. Let him go.
An audit of a Lancaster County Wendy's found that a former general manager allegedly stole almost $20,000 from the eatery by creating a fake employee. According to the charging documents, Linda Johnson allegedly clocked in and out as a ghost employee at a Manheim Township Wendy's from July 2021 to April 2022, and then had the paychecks go to her bank account.
She pulled a year lit.
Paychecks from the fake employee showed police that $19,898.15 was allegedly stolen by Johnson, who also created 128 shifts for the worker. Detectives learned later that Johnson would be the only one who could create the shifts, police said. An insurance company also reported that they lost more than $15,000 from the theft, police noted in the documents. When other managers were questioned about the worker, police said some could not remember working with them. While one reported that they met him once and that Johnson did provide a time card for the employee but never worked with him. Johnson admitted to police during a video phone call in April that she created the employee and had the paycheck set up to go to her Cash App account, the charging documents show. Damn, she thought she was going to get away with it through the Cash App.
More or less.
Bro, you
Damn.
tell me, Wendy's, and you making $19,800 a year?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That's some smart ass shit, dog.
400
That's what
Boston,
I'm saying.
400 plus
shit.
bi-weekly.
Fuck the
Not
bullshit.
even showing up.
Right, 400.
Did you hear me? It was 400, a little over 400 plus
Oh,
bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly for not even showing up to work.
I mean, if you're the manager, it's easy to make the schedule.
Yeah, you can
right?
do that shit if you're a
And then You
manager.
could always just add it. You could always adjust times. For
So
people.
basically another check.
Yeah.
A whole ghost
It
employee.
ain't that simple.
A whole ghost employee.
The whole shit, she was pulling up in a new car. They said, "Damn, how much
Man,
you making
cause
with
what
this?"
happens when the W-2 comes and all that shit? You got like, come on.
You get
this
double
lady
income,
crazy.
baby.
Yeah. You while that motherfucker
Double up.
is a dependent and shit.
Two different
If you
positions.
think about it, it was in April.
Yeah.
It ended in April. So
Oh, income
That's
tax.
how she got caught.
Income tax.
Because they would have gone. I swear, if they didn't catch her, she would have.
It said an audience. It has said an audience.
Yeah.
too.
They
Yeah.
audited her
Yeah.
on her income tax, dog.
Yeah, you're right. It ended in April.
That's
Yep.
what I'm saying. That's how she got caught.
Damn,
She thought she
pendeja.
pulled the government on tax.
Hey, she was writing out another
I
free
mean,
check a whole
hey,
year.
she was enjoying that 1 year though. You know, that extra money.
Hey, that weed money was
Had a good run.
that weed money was
Oh,
free.
real shit.
That double
Yeah.
salary shit. She had voted weed money. She had enough to go pull a lack off
Man,
the
she
lot.
was-
Shit.
She was telling people, "I'm selling the shit out of these baconators."
Yeah.
She was doing her best shit, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, salute on some real shit.
Hey, have fun.
That was like on the episode
What?
of American Greed.
So y'all think? Hey, y'all think probation or jail time?
It's a
Free
white-collar
that
crime.
woman.
It's a probation.
That's all.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's a white collar crime.
Probation.
Probation.
No charges at all.
If she
Yeah.
has previous theft crimes,
Oh,
then yeah, maybe she might
probably
get 2 or
does.
3 years.
She probably does.
She was the manager, so maybe probably don't. I guess you work your way up from theft crime to a manager position. Like,
Yeah, in your own business now.
I was running that shit.
She said, "I'm my own boss." Yeah, bitch, you ain't had no choice.
What did you say?
yes, she was.
You have no choice.
What did you say?
Ain't nobody hiring your ass.
Working with him.
Yeah, somebody said I don't ever
remember working with him.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
That's hilarious.
Hey, that's
Hey,
crazy
hey,
right there,
do what you
man.
gotta do.
God damn.
Hey, fuck it, Brian.
Yeah, but
Hey,
do it right.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Did
She should have
She
did it every
She
6
did.
months.
You didn't have to show up.
Nah.
Hey, she had a clock.
She did do it. She did it. I guess she did it.
She did it wrong because we talking about it.
She did it right, but she did it wrong because
She
I'm
did it-
almost like, why did you just steal the money out the register
should've-
if you were the goddamn the manager? But at the same time,
don't think I
it's almost like
can.
you can make
Hey.
more money.
I'm like, how
You
probably-
shouldn't have filed that income. That's
like-
why.
That's the difference between a blue collar crime and a white collar crime.
Yeah.
But
They
but
were
it,
still
but
on
it,
the list.
yeah,
Still on the payroll.
That's probably exactly
Still
what
on the
happened.
payroll.
Hell yeah, shit. Who knows? Maybe the employees
did
maybe
she
was in
clock
on it
and
too.
then walked out, or did she?
She was probably
She probably while she was working.
yeah, she probably doing this
Oh,
shit.
so she was
They
working.
work
Oh,
they
okay.
work the same shift.
Yeah, they work in the same
Hey.
shift.
It was his,
That was the real.
They work the
hey,
same.
his name was Casper.
Hey, she
They work the same shift.
Pull that shit up.
she's all vouching for
that shit
herself.
Yeah,
She's all vouching for herself. She's
Oh,
like, yeah, I saw her working.
He was the number one employee.
Yeah, he was here. I saw
he
him.
was employed the month.
He was a
clocked
team
in,
leader.
he clocked
Team
in.
leader.
He clocked in on time and everything. Always on time.
On time, the same time as her.
Never clocked out late.
Great
That's her
employee.
right there.
Man, she
Yep.
was young as fuck.
Oh yeah, she was on some money hungry shit. She's like, I got this.
God
Damn, she couldn't buy
man.
better hair. Fuck.
Well, Shit, that's why she created the fake.
damn.
Trying to get it in.
And how long does she have this running?
Just
A
a year.
year. She
man.
shouldn't have filed that fucking income tax.
But
for
you're
that,
saying
for
that
Casper.
she sent the money
She
to
should've
her
left-
same
her
bank
cash-
account,
Her Cash App.
I think
but
she
the
thought she
same
would
Cash App.
I
Her
think she
same
thought
Cash
she was
App,
get away with it by sending it to her Cash App instead of a bank account.
Dumbass.
What she
should
should have done
with that name.
is
What?
fucking get someone
Hell
else
no!
involved.
Because you got to open up a bank account, you got to have a photo ID.
You could do all that. She was already there. She said that she could have provided you a fucking.
No, she was no.
Yeah, but
she
this
was
might have
having
been
a-
easier for her than to document
She's the
some shit
manager,
like that.
bro. So she's the manager, and I don't know how it really works at a fucking job or nothing. But whenever you want your money, no, I'm saying whenever you're working at a job and you want your money sent direct deposit, who do you tell?
The manager.
The manager,
Yeah.
right?
Payroll.
Okay, so she fucking instead
Casper
of
told her.
She told herself. Nah, she stood. She
I
stood.
want my shit direct deposit.
She stood in
Send
front
it
of the
right
mirror.
here.
She
Send
stood
it
in
right
front of
here.
the mirror and approved herself. She said, "You look like a good person. I'm gonna approve that loan."
Said that shit straight, fucking direct deposit to her cash.
What was that
How
for?
long you
Yeah.
think she
Yeah.
thought about that
Imaginary
before she
girlfriend?
did it?
Oh, Matt Mateo.
You think it was
Mateo,
just sitting in
yeah.
her head for a minute,
Mateo's
but like
cousin right here,
before
dog.
she got the nuts to try it,
Well,
she gotta
I'm
wait.
thinking if she was a
Yeah.
manager, if she was the manager at Wendy's, I'm guessing she was probably an employee there for maybe a good 6 months. Would you say before she got
Longer,
the
dog,
manager?
longer.
I don't know.
Right, I'm saying at least a minimum
Yeah.
before you get a
Yeah,
manager
man.
position. If you get a manager position,
Unless we
after
talking
6
about
months,
COVID.
your company's probably hurting.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Unless we're doing COVID, then you made manager in a month, shit.
He said, "Mr. Kobe,
What
you
up,
made
Flicks?
manager in a month."
And I've been one ever since. They didn't know what to do with me. I'm already in the door, bitch.
They never looked to see if that motherfucker showed up.
Hey,
yeah.
man, Casper a fucking hella raises.
Real.
No,
Yeah.
real shit, man.
Doubled up them employee
Hell yeah.
That was
discounts.
assistant manager.
So $400 more or less, but imagine if it had a raise.
A raise, quarter
Be-
raise every month or
Shit.
something.
Interviewing herself every time.
Well, you know what? I can't knock her though.
I claim insanity. Because that's
She
what
should
it
have quit
sounds
the
like.
fucking job, bro. I don't know if she's still working there or not, but I'm like,
She fighting
She
for
ain't
I'm
there
pretty
no
sure she
more.
ain't working there no more.
Hey,
man.
Casper's there now.
but they said they did audits, so whenever they do audits, yeah, she wasn't getting out of that.
She hired a lawyer for both of them.
She wasn't.
Man, paid for by Wendy's. She got a whole nother account we don't
This
even
is
know
funny.
about. A lawyer on the side.
Dumbass.
So when she get fed time for that?
I don't know.
Well, it's only
It's a-
$20,000.
You got whatever.
I think that's
Probation.
I think
She-
it's
she
probably
gonna do it in
probably
community
state
service.
because she
Yeah.
didn't steal from the government and nothing,
Yeah.
so it's just state.
Now she's gonna be
Yeah,
cutting
they
the grass
don't care
beside
like
this
that.
fucking highway by Wendy's.
Yeah.
Franchise.
Yeah, but it's not a government fucking franchise.
No, that's
It's just
true.
fucking.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
got local owners.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could own one.
yeah, hell yeah.
Like McDonald's.
It's just a state charge shit.
Shout out Casper, dog.
Hey, well, free her and her homie.
God damn.
Living it up for a year.
Already. Man. We gonna move on to the next one. That YouTube dude and Twitch dude Kai
Oh, that-
Sinat. Is that how you say his
Oh
name?
man.
Yeah.
Kai Sinat. He got on his social media feeds and basically said that he was giving away laptops, video game consoles, and TVs. And I don't know if he said cash or not. And to meet him at a location in New York, at some park in New York City, and whenever fucking everybody pulled up to the fucking park, there was fucking thousands of people out there, and I don't know if he even gave anything away, but basically people started fighting with the police and the whole like kind of little small riot ensued.
Yeah.
And
He's being charged for
yeah,
that.
he's being charged for
I
What's
yeah.
his
thought it was
name?
PlayStation only.
Yeah, he was giving he said he was gonna give out PS5.
KAI.
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 Kai like the.
Just put. You ain't even
Yeah,
gotta
he's
put
a
all
TikTok-
that.
he's a
Just,
TikTok
just
star.
he's known as fuck, so all you gotta do
Yeah,
is put his
he started
name.
all over on Twitch.
Yeah,
Right
right
all
there.
over TikTok. Yeah.
Look like P Diddy.
But I thought it was by Union Square, and that's why the cops started showing up because they were blocking subway traffic, regular traffic.
No, they said that he didn't have the proper permits to do that
Yeah,
shit.
and they just started growing, and then when they scattered cops and people over there,
Damn,
they
that shit
couldn't
look.
get out.
They look like ants.
They arrested
Oh,
67
shit.
people.
Bro, he's like almost like a Mr. Beast. Like he
Yeah,
has like a
yeah.
Mr. Beast type of
Yeah.
following.
You know what's crazy is to say that in comparison, as in this isn't that big. Like as in this is fucking huge, and you're still saying it's still not Mr. Beast. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
it
right?
ain't Mr. Beast, but it's up there.
Look at that
You
motherfucker
ain't
sitting
Mr.
on
Beast.
the,
You
on
ain't
the
up
light.
there. Oh my God, that's
I'm telling
crazy.
you,
Damn.
I never seen him ever.
What is that award?
Dude,
Yeah, you have. He's the dude that did the video in Robstown, basically talking
What?
about the
Oh, the cotton
pickers and
picker
shit.
shit.
that was
I have
him.
He
seen
hadn't
that.
blew up yet
Yeah.
though. He's had a small following then.
Robstown.
But since now, yeah, he made the video about like, and he went up to the black dude like, how could
He went
you
to the
agree
high
with this
school.
shit, nigga? Like, so you're a cotton picker, nigga? Like, these niggas call you a cotton picker? Like, this shit was funny as fuck.
I never heard of this guy.
But he also found out that Robstown was Mexican cotton pickers.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Didn't he get banned from the WNBA for pretending to sleep on the bench too?
Is
I
that
don't
the
know
same
if it was
guy?
that
That's
other-
the
no,
same
that was
one.
a
That's the same
different
guy?
dude. No.
That's
Oh.
a different one. That's like
Wait, are you
Gideon
saying
or
this
something.
motherfucker was in Robstown?
Yeah,
He was at the high
yeah.
school.
He was at the high school.
Yeah,
What the
pull up
fuck made him
video
come
after
over
this.
here?
Because they made a big deal about,
He
the
was
mass-
like chasing
cotton pickers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
So
they
he thought
made a
it-
big deal about it.
yeah.
He didn't know it was Mexican.
No,
Well,
Yeah.
no.
They were
Yeah.
thinking because of,
Straight
back
up.
in the day.
Well, then we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
No,
We'll
no,
talk
what
about
Alex said is straight up.
Because some people look at it as Mexican, but as a black person, you still look at it like there's a Mexican view to look at it, and then there's a black view to look at it.
Nah, I look at it from y'all's view,
It's
but
a
he's
black-
saying as in Robstown.
Yes,
In
yes, that's
Robstown.
what I
This
mean.
could be
They
your
were
fucking
Mexicans.
mascot call, fucking cotton
I
pickers,
got you.
just some racist, like,
I got you.
Like-
Yes, yes.
Like-
I understand. I
They,
understand,
they,
yes.
they were thinking there's going to be a black person, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with a cotton sack and stuff like that.
you got to remind
But-
you, this is
but
during
they
all the
didn't
times
realize-
whenever they
And
changed
this is
the
Yeah.
somebody not from South Texas.
when they
Yeah.
we're removing all those Confederate statues
Yeah.
and changing the
Yeah.
names to
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the
that's right,
schools
that's
like
right.
Like the
Hamlin,
NFL,
and not
With
just
the Redskins.
Redskins.
Yeah, the Redskins.
That shit even hit on a local level. Hamlin doesn't go by the Hamlin Rebels no more. They call by like the Hamlin Hawks.
Really?
What's
Yeah.
wrong
Yeah.
with the, what's wrong with
What
the
that was the
Rebels,
name, the
though?
Rebels?
Yeah, running
Because
Rebels.
that was like fucking like the rebels were like the people who were like they wanted to keep like slavery and shit going, like General like Midland
okay,
Robert
okay,
Lee
okay.
and shit
Yeah,
like
okay.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
The
they
Confederate
were for
rebels,
slavery
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that. You
okay.
know what I'm saying? So that's why they like I say they removed a lot of them Confederate statues and shit like that. Changed the names of a bunch of them schools and shit like that.
That's crazy.
But
And we
with
just
the-
stopped doing that, right? Like
yeah, Hamlin Middle
hadn't even
School
been
was
a
what the Hamlin
thing
Rebels.
since.
Now is that?
Are they still
Now the
eliminating
Hamlin
names?
Hawks.
Is what I'm asking.
I don't think
Are they
so.
still eliminating
Nah,
names?
I think
Are they
they're-
still-
Yeah, they're
Well, the
at
Braves,
some
didn't they
schools
wanna
they're
do the
eliminating
Braves?
the names.
They're changing
Braves,
them still.
the Atlanta Braves?
Like if it's like if it's like
Was it?
To the Chicago Blackhawks.
either the
Oh, yeah,
mascot
yeah.
names or it can be the names of
the
like
school who it's
people
after.
that was in the Civil War,
Yeah,
like Robert
yeah,
E.
hell
Lee.
yeah.
But that's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
Are all those fucking names gone,
But
or
that's
are
a
we
school
still
in
doing
Austin.
that?
Like
I'm pretty
if
sure
you think
they're
about
still doing
it,
it. It's just not as big as it was at that point in time.
like y'all remember the high school Midland League?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Now
called
it's
something.
part of
Rebels.
Midland Legacy now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They're Midland
I was
League
gonna
Rebels.
say
Yeah, they're-
about
hey, Midland
the-
League Rebels. Now they call
who was there?
It's
The
Midland,
running back?
it's
Yeah,
Midland
yeah.
Legacy now.
the park you were talking about downtown Corpus
Cole Park.
that was named
Yeah.
after somebody who was like
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
for slavery and shit
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think
Or
they should
not-
change it.
Oh, I thought it was named after Solomon
Nah.
Cole.
Yeah, Cole's not. It's Cole Park,
Nah,
not
hell
Cole's.
no.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Nah, it was after a dude.
I
Yeah.
know, damn.
No, he owned a lot of. There wasn't even no buildings down. There was just property. He
It
was.
was land. You on land
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would prevent them.
Yep,
from doing
I read that story. Hell yeah.
We talked about it on the podcast a couple of episodes way back. Shit.
Well, one day y'all gonna have to talk about the.
So I think shit like
the
that's still
history
going
between
on.
Robstown and Cal Allen.
Pull up the Robstown video.
The history of it?
Yeah, because Robstown used to be the suburb. So Calvin Allen, or I guess
Cal Allen.
Cal Allen, the
Separately,
actual man,
Cal
he-
and
he
Allen.
he created Cal Allen because it was infatuated with a lot of Hispanic people and stuff like that in Robstown. So he wanted to create.
No, pull up the actual fucking video of him. And
Yeah,
that's
but you're gonna skip it and they're not gonna say nothing. But okay, there you go.
Yeah. Well, I wanted Alex to see because Alex was like, this dude, he went to Robstown.
Yeah, that's
and he
it.
went
What
just
the
like that
fuck?
too. And bro, he was on their ass. After we get off air, we'll play the shit. But he when he was on their ass too.
Oh, during COVID.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was during COVID or like right after. I think it was like right after, but everybody was still
20,
all masked up like a
21.
motherfucker. I think that was like what's the date
21
on it?
I
maybe?
don't know. It says
And
a
then
year
what-
ago. It says a year ago, but that ain't it.
And then one of the coaches explained
Click
to
on show
him,
more. It should show the date. Yeah.
and then one of the coaches told him, "Is like it don't have nothing to do with racism. This is how they made their living."
Was it a Mexican telling them?
Nah,
Nah, it was a black man.
It was a black
guy.
dude.
Oh.
But even the black dude was like, I hear what you're saying though,
Yeah,
brother. I
exactly.
hear what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Exactly,
though.
but he knows where they're at though.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
And
that's
who-
what
and
that-
who
yeah,
lived
that's what
here.
That's what the old black man was telling him. Like you don't understand where we at. Like over here, it's like heavily populated with Mexicans and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
But I agree
this
with
is
I
him.
agree
This
with
is him in the
like,
airport.
Like nigga, you still calling like I don't know. Like I understand it's been their thing, but even when as a kid, when I used to hear going to West Oso and hearing that we're playing against Robstown, the cotton pickers, like to me that shit was just like.
Fuck with you.
Because my grandma and them would always tell me stories of them having to go out there and pick cotton way out there.
Hey, but you know what?
Old Brownsville and in Marlin, Texas, picking cotton, and that was the only way to make a living. They out there dying to pick cotton.
And these are the Mexicans doing that.
Did the same shit.
And these are the Mexicans doing
why
that.
is it
My
not
grandparents
offensive?
picked cotton too,
Because
bro.
they passed it generations of
okay,
families of
okay,
farms of
but
cotton.
I think the black people were picking cotton before the Mexicans. Maybe
No,
I'm
no,
wrong.
but
Maybe I'm
but they
wrong.
were
Still
picking it
did
for
it.
somebody else.
Huh?
Mexicans started picking it for themselves.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, the black
So
people,
it became their
the
job, not
black-
their
Yes.
title.
Okay, yeah, the black people were forced to pick cotton in the
Yes.
slavery
Yeah,
days.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the difference of it.
Yeah.
And that whole town wasn't based on
They
any of
explained that
that.
to him.
What?
What you
Yeah,
what we just said.
exactly. The dude that they're talking about, the cop, they
Yeah.
explained that to him.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch
But
that
cotton
shit in a
pickers
minute.
as a school mascot?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah. It is fucked up, bro.
Like, and, and it just sounds, because think about it, okay, if I'm playing for Robstown.
Because that's the first thing you think of when you hear a cotton picker.
And just think, I'm playing for Robstown football, and we about to play against some team from Dallas. They finna look at us like, we playing against an all-black team from Dallas. They finna look at us like,
So that's
They
you
wanna
racist,
fuck
man?
y'all
Y'all
up.
niggas racist
They
or
wanna
what?
fuck y'all up. Yeah.
Because not everybody understands the history, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't. I don't think your mascot
We're
name should
different here.
reflect something that's just.
How did
based,
they
like-
allow him in the schools?
We're different here, though.
You just pay to get in. It's like any
In the
basketball-
school?
No, it was a basketball game.
Oh,
yeah, it was a
okay,
basketball
okay,
game.
okay.
He was even talking to the players and all that shit. The video's fucking funny as fuck. How
Damn.
many views it got? 4 million?
Saints?
no, they're playing
Kingsville.
Kingsville.
Oh, the Bramos.
Yeah, that dude's just wearing the same shirt, I think.
He looked like what the fuck's his name?
But it was
Love
just,
Sosa
I
guy.
really, I think
Chief
it was like a video just to create content. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it kind of had some truth to it.
Where's he from?
New York.
So he flew down just to do
Yeah,
this.
he's content creator. He's a Mr. Beast.
Damn.
This was pretty big back then.
Bro,
though.
he has how many followers does he
got a
have?
lot. He got
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
shit hit like local news and
He's
everything.
probably
He
gonna have-
got 4 million.
Bro, the shit even
Add
hit
it-
like World Star.
Add another one
TikTok,
to him,
I
dog,
think
'cause I'm about to
he got
follow
more.
him.
See, he ain't like I said, he ain't Mr. Beast, but he has a
He's got
following,
pictures
like,
of Martin
up there.
Luther King.
Bro, Mr. Beast is probably like at 100 million.
Yeah, probably more than that shit. Probably like
Yeah,
400
that's
million.
that's why I
shit.
said y'all y'all.
So they
tripping.
obviously know who he is.
But he's
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
of those.
No,
YouTube-
he's known.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a YouTube like what you call. It's almost like
He's a YouTube star, dog. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Plain and simple.
Jake
He's
Paul.
a YouTube
Yeah.
star.
174 million for Mr. Beast. He could give him 100 million. So I was just comparing it to the crowd that he pulled in fucking New York, whatever. So, you
I
know,
forgot
imagine
he was
these
going to
Mr.
jail.
Beast. Imagine
Or
the
get in
fucking
trouble.
store that they announced that Mr. Beast was gonna be there a day early,
Yeah.
and all them people showed up to get free shit at the store, and it was just too much chaos. So Mr. Beast canceled that motherfucker.
But like this, if he would have did this video now, bro, probably
It would have been full.
all the kids from Corpus would have drove the Robstown
Yeah.
to go fucking see this dude. He's popular amongst the younger kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like Peter, like
He
how
said he
can I
was
say?
coming?
Like
nah, I
no,
don't think
Oh,
it's just
okay.
some content video. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
this-
He really got started on Twitch.
he wasn't even big then. That's what I'm saying. Nobody around is even like
Yeah.
noticing it or knowing who he is.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I was like, oh, just
Till
some
this?
YouTube nigga who's trying to do some shit for content.
Damn.
Because I just saw a TikTok about him.
When
He
have
was
you-
talking about how he started on Twitch and where he is right now.
He started on Twitch.
He's like, man, Twitch blew me up, and then I just started content creating, and I became bigger. And then TikTok came out, and I became even bigger.
Because Twitch, what is it? Would they play
It's
video
gaming.
games?
God is that.
And
God
not
is-
just that, you can just sit there in front of your computer and just talk to
Yeah.
people, do
Got his
crazy
ass in
shit.
trouble, bro.
I don't think you can smoke on there. I think he got in trouble for smoking on Twitch.
Nah,
Fuck
they're
yeah.
letting
So
Charleston White
they
smoke on
start
that
talking
bitch.
to all the people around the town. They don't look who they asking. She
Hell,
definitely
nah, she
don't
ain't
know who
got
the
no
fuck she
shit.
is.
They asking older people.
But she's talking about the actual history of
Yeah.
the cotton picking, though.
But I feel like if you said, look who they're talking to. Of course, she's gonna be one-sided.
No. She's going to remember picking that cotton as a
Yep.
job, as their job in Robstown, like the job in Robstown.
Shit, even my dad said I think he did it like when they were
I think
young.
they
I
would
think.
say, like, you know, like, going
It was
around
just
all that
different
different
there.
kind
That's
of
what I
way.
was saying. This wasn't
now
like,
they have machines to do it. So.
So yeah.
And it might be the same.
But you could
families
also
running
look at
that.
it too. It could also go back, and maybe I could be wrong. Hell, even before Robstown was even Robstown, that could have been some slave land where people were picking cotton before it was even Robstown.
Yeah, it could have
South
been,
Texas?
You know,
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but also cotton.
I feel like we've been here a long time.
Also, cotton.
I heard there were slaves that were kept around this fucking area back in the day. Shit.
I wouldn't doubt it, man.
Shit.
On some real shit.
that area is a big producer of cotton because during the time of
So
the
I
year,
wouldn't even fucking doubt it.
But I mean, I wouldn't. But if you go far back, you want to go that far. Like this was Mexico before it was anything else.
yeah,
We was
They
probably
could've
picking,
been Mexican slaves,
picking,
too, that we don't know.
picking cotton then.
Yeah.
See, I don't really know too much
Yeah.
of the history about the Mexican
That's true.
slaves. Maybe we should
Yeah,
talk.
that's
We
true.
should talk about that
Like,
one day
this
too.
was
Yep.
Mexico
Yeah.
before it became the U.S. and then
Yeah.
it became its own fucking
Yep.
state. Then it went back to the U.S.
yep.
Yeah.
Only fucking state to do it.
Like my uncle tells me when they were kids, and he's probably about 60, maybe close to 60 and a half, let's call it. And like they were segregated less than, they didn't get a bus type of shit.
Yeah.
They didn't get a fountain type of
Yeah.
shit. They didn't get none of that. They had to drink where the dogs were drinking.
Did the
even,
Mexicans
if even
go to
that.
school with the blacks?
No.
So the Mexicans had their own school
They
too.
had their own little private something going on. There was
I
like,
don't know,
Yeah, because it was all.
And-
it
and
was-
when they were
it was
bus-
all, it was all segregated.
But I thought
you
it was
know?
segregated as far as like
black and white.
yeah, black
Yeah.
and white.
Nah,
And if you were
yeah.
Mexican, you were damn near basically considered
Well,
like black.
You were less than that.
I tell you what, like
You were less than
Nah.
that.
You were
about
less
the
than that.
same,
We
bro,
were a
about the
minority
same.
in the minorities.
Same.
If you think about it, back then.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Back
right.
then,
Hell yeah.
everybody
Hell yeah.
stuck with their own.
True. So my dad immigrated to this country when he was 16, and when they first came here, they lived right where my grandma's house still is, right there on Sokol, right? But my dad had to go to school in Flower Bluff.
They got bust out there.
He had to go to Flower Bluff, and when he came, he said that's what it was. Like all the Mexicans went out there. He was out there in Flower Bluff, and they were just as racist as anything else.
Yeah.
He even got a story one time. He said he talked about like he finally learned English when he got here, and they had a school dance, and he went up to the prettiest girl. She was blonde hair, blue eyes. He just asked her like, "You want to dance?" And she told him like, "I don't dance with Mexicans."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it was
being
just-
how my dad is, my dad just flipped it and was like, "Well, bitch, neither do I. Why you think I'm talking to you?"
Yeah.
Because that's how my dad
Straight
is.
up.
Always trying to fix everything.
Hey, shout out your pops because that was smooth as fuck. Hey, I hope your dad smashed that white bitch. He's like, wait a minute, that's my mama now. I swear.
But on the real, he's like, she giggled and she laughed and she danced with me. She's like, all right.
That's what's
He's
up.
all been like, he said like, I always had to be like that. Like, no matter
You
where
had to
he
take the
drove or
punches.
anything.
You got to take them
Yeah, 'cause
punches
he
at
was
that
born in
time.
1949. My dad old as fuck. He in his 70s.
Yeah, my grandma was born in
He
44.
was like, it was racist as fuck at that. And like I said, right there on, Sokol, right down the street from Carroll. And
Tiger
dad-
Lane,
yeah,
right there
my
by
dad-
Pete's Chicken and
Yeah,
shit.
right behind Pete's Chicken, like literally
The old
to
Pete's
left.
Chicken,
That's
yeah.
where my grandma's house, and they've been there since they came. And he said, "Man, I had to go to school in the Bluff," and I was like, "You went to the Bluff? Like I thought you went to Carroll, you know?" He said, "No, but yeah." He's like, "Bitch, neither do I. That's why I'm asking you." Shit. I was like, "Ah, that's what's up."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so we definitely need to tap in with that. And like I said, a lot of
They
the.
want to go to your dad. Hey, so did you hit that? For real? Did you get that in?
So that,
Shit,
that-
just,
it's
like I
actually,
say, we definitely need to tap in and do a show like that because this is a lot of history that I feel like a lot of us don't even know about each other's cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and me raising a daughter that's biracial, like I want her to know just as much about her Mexican culture as she does
true that.
as her black
Yeah.
culture. But I also feel like our generation wasn't really taught the culture as much as our parents were taught the culture.
Because they
All you
lived
gotta
the
think about
culture.
it-
They were the culture. They created the culture
Yeah.
type of shit. You
It's
know
like
what I mean?
we hear the stories and stuff, but we're really not taught the culture and stuff like that.
Because you got to think about it from
They
back
definitely ain't
then,
teaching us
from
that shit in high
slavery all the way to the 60s.
Yeah.
When
When our parents were born type of
When
shit.
segregation ended
Yeah,
in
yeah,
1964, because my mom was born in 1962, so
Yeah.
my mom was literally 2 years old when segregation ended.
So when segregation ended, but it still had its little racism. It's still
yeah,
there.
what I'm saying. So yeah, hell
But
yeah.
Yeah,
you
we
got to
was
think
wrong.
about it. The way they thought back then was, if you ain't white, then you ain't right.
Yeah.
So yes, blacks were slaves back then. We was brought in on the boat and all that other stuff, and Hispanics came from Mexico or wherever. But you gotta also think about it like this, that when they came when they came to the States and back like the 40s or like 1900s. Even the Asians, like I said, if you wasn't right, you wasn't right. So you were gonna get treated bad. But we're gonna use the hell out of you in the workforce. We're gonna get what we can out of you, but that's how it was.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't like my grandmother. She'll tell you, like they didn't like when they were kids.
Yeah, your grandma knew my grandma.
The black kids went to a school by themselves.
Yep.
The Hispanics went to a school by themselves, and then they started putting them in with some of the white kids, and then they finally started putting some of the black kids in with the. It was different all over the place.
And then maybe I should say this too, because my grandma has told me before she passed away, like she would tell me stories about like her going to a school called Booker T. Washington that was like a school for like the black kids, but I never asked her about like was there Mexicans that went to Booker T. Washington too? So maybe when I'm saying about the generation, maybe our parents' generation looked at us as too fast, as where we didn't even care about to learn that shit. Because
You know, it's
by
funny-
15, 16, we're already out there fucking smoking weed, popping bars and shit like that, to where they not even worried about teaching us like, oh,
Hold up,
Booker
Screw.
T. Washington was
Hold up.
just an all black school. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, she told me that she went to the school, but I never took the time to ask her, would the Mexicans go to the school too? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So with my uncle and my family and my uncles, and you know they're all that age. Actually, all my uncles and aunts, I'm talking about like a good 12 dozen. They all probably a year or 2 year different gap. So they all went through the same shit, one age or another at the same time, right? So I'll hear different stories from different. I mean, the same story from different people, different perspectives. And so my uncle would tell me about all these things as a kid while I'm fucking up. He's telling me how they fucked up.
Yeah.
And so he's telling me about his time period. So all these stories that become like somewhat racially divided, that's where the fuck they were coming from as a kid. This is what they were learning, like how the world was.
Yeah.
Like, not that they fucked with how the world was, but that's just what it was.
I
You know what I'm saying?
Almost like
so,
the whole Woodstock generation and shit
So
like
they
that,
were
we didn't have to go through those trials and tribulations. Yeah,
They were constantly telling us all the type of shit that they went through as Mexicans because they wanted us to understand what the fuck that they saw. So only imagine what my grandma saw is what they were trying to tell me. You know what I mean? Like your grandma has seen some shit. Your grandpa, may he rest in peace, has seen some shit. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, my grandpa went to school at London ISD, and it was
what?
What the fuck? I thought that was new.
I know.
No. He went to fucking London.
So he was there, and then he fucking disappeared, and then he came back.
He never went away.
What?
London has always been right
Or did
there,
they
bro.
just not have athletics for a long time?
they
so
didn't
that's
have
why we
athletics
didn't.
for a long time.
So that's why we just
Yeah.
That's why we didn't recognize him.
Yeah, he went there, bro, and he was not allowed to go into where the whites were.
Yeah. Hell no.
They had to go to class where there was no floor.
Damn.
Outside.
And
Oh,
that's why
gotcha. I was
that's
like,
why
what?
they had integration because
because there's a whole
the school books like the blacks like the
Well,
schools
because
where
somebody
minorities
took
went.
some Mexican dude literally. I'll be up late at night, fucking high as fuck, just on Wikipedia and shit. There was some Mexican dude, if I ain't mistaken, who literally is the reason why we have like equal school rights in the state of Texas. And I'm not gonna say the state of Texas or Corpus, but he's the one that fought because they were giving, like he's saying, they were giving like the blacks and the Mexicans like the shitty school buses to ride on, where all the white kids would get all the nice school buses. So this dude like
Was it Hector P.
fought-
Garcia?
Hector P.
No, I don't
Garcia,
think it
right?
was Hector P. Garcia. It was some other dude. He
I was
basically
gonna say
fought.
I was gonna say
You
Cesar
talking about
Chavez.
That
was-
one, my bad, that one.
Yeah.
He fought for like fair act
did the
in
movie.
school. So yeah.
Oh, Cesar
Cesar Chavez.
No,
Cesar Chavez?
nah, it was some dude. He wasn't like a popular dude. He was the one. He was a parent that basically, he was a parent from Corpus Christi that basically fought this shit to make this shit equal for kids in Corpus Christi.
Damn.
Shout out to him.
I'll fucking put it up in a minute.
He's obviously passed away, right?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, if not, he's getting there, and we need to give him his flowers.
And you know what?
Straight
And
up.
I
Look
think-
at I just want y'all watching this shit. Look at the fucking couch. Not y'all, but the people out in the fucking, on the internet. Look at the couch. This was not possible, like, what, I don't know, 60, 70 years ago type of shit. This was unheard of type of shit. So
We're doing it today, baby.
And see, that's the thing too. That's why when I was saying about my little girl and stuff like that, because a lot of Mexicans, like my girl, she from Laredo. So that's fully like a bunch of Mexicans down there. It ain't no niggas down. It ain't no niggas down there. So she don't really know no black culture. So she don't really realize like the Segregation Act of 1964 and shit like that. Like that shit was what was 1964 was what, about 60 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my mama was born in 62, so 64 there would be 60 years in fucking next year that the segregation just basically fucking ended. Not even realizing, like, I feel like a lot of Mexicans think like not even just a lot of Mexicans and white people that don't really know that's maybe our age feel like whenever slavery ended, that everything was all equal for all black people.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Still fucked up till today.
I don't think
They like a lot of people don't know the difference between slavery ending and desegregation. A lot of people look at it like, and no, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of people from other races look at it like whenever slavery ended, it was all good for black people.
I would say hell
because
no.
a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah, they don't. But
Well, where we come from, we'd say hell no, because that would be the same thing as thinking that happened to us.
Yeah, and but there was never a law that said, okay, now you can't fuck with the Mexicans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they ever think of it like that. I think we just think of it like that's when, you know, you got your props, you got your situation. They acknowledge this shit was wrong. And sometimes the Mexicans feel like we never got that acknowledgement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they ain't never made a law that said you can't fuck with Mexicans. You gotta, you know what they never did anything like that. I feel like they.
Well, there wasn't really laws back then. They was just more of like, nigga, you black.
But I
you
mean,
call
he's
white
saying
girl,
the
they finna hang
state-
your ass.
But,
Nigga,
like,
shit.
I'm talking about,
But he's
like,
saying the statement that you're saying as far as 64 or whatever year you're talking about,
like
we didn't have that
we
year.
never had that.
It just kind of like everybody who's on that side that's not white. This is your year.
No, the Civil Rights Act of
But it's for
1960
everybody.
is for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Not just for blacks. That's for blacks, Mexicans, Asians.
But it's never presented that way.
But it is. But it's mainly
It's minorities.
Yeah,
They say minorities, but
because it was
We're the
basically
minority
Martin
of the
Luther King
minority.
and all them black folks who were up there to try to fight for it. And if I ain't mistaken, maybe I'm wrong, but that's why those dudes like the Hector P. Garcias and those type of dudes get those type of props because they were like
They
the
spoke.
Martin Luther Kings
They
of that
spoke.
type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
They spoke and they led.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wanted
it just
to be treated equal.
We wanted to be right here where we are right now.
Yeah.
It just reminded me like now I'm thinking about it because like I don't know if y'all ever seen Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
And he wanted to go back in time. He goes, "Are you sure you want to go back to the '60s? The '60s was not a good time for y'all." And he's like, "What do you mean?
Yeah.
It just wasn't a good time. It wasn't."
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, my grandma and them would tell me stories about having to drink out of different water fountains, black folks getting hosed down,
and
shit like that.
and it was also like if you for instance look at y'all ever watch the show The Mayans?
I've never seen it. I know what
I
you're
watched
talking
The
about.
Sun.
Yeah, so if you see the beginning of the Mayans, it shows like the Statue of Liberty, but then it shows the signs of no Mexicans drinking here, or no blacks, no dogs, and stuff like that.
No, it has them in order, and it
Yeah.
says no this, no that, and then Mexicans is like at the bottom.
Yeah, so
And
it's
like
like-
definitely no Mexicans.
They were,
type of shit.
y'all
They weren't
treated-
holding back
y'all
on
treated
us.
just like us.
They weren't holding back on us as far as like what the slavery was, but as far as the attention that it got is what got held back.
But like how
Like the things you're talking about, you
Yeah.
can find those shits everywhere, like as far as
Yeah.
black people and colored people or whatever. But the Mexican ones are like rare here and there.
Yeah.
Like actual,
But-
history of it.
But like how California was like, and it is now, and like back in the day, that's how it was in the South too. You had your black state right over here. You had your Hispanic state right over here, and they stayed what they own, and the whites still stay what they own. That's how it was back in the day. Until we started to realize, oh man, y'all the same as us. Y'all cook just like us. Y'all like seasoning and shit. You know, Hey, we good. But that's like in Texas, but they still have that in other places. Like, you're not gonna see us hang out in the same room probably in California. It just depends.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is wild, man. Yeah, California's a trip, though.
It's starting to let loose too. But have y'all noticed like a lot of the like if you notice like in California, like all the black folks that live there, like their grandparents and stuff, they're all from the South.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they were going there for a better opportunity
Yep.
to realize they were
'Cause
going
my people's lived in California.
Speaking
my
of
daddy
that-
lived in
Nah, they just
California.
found out there's shit everywhere.
Grandma, my dad was young, they packed up to work in the cotton fields in Fresno, California, bro. Moved from Chapman Ranch, Texas, to work in the cotton fields. My dad's Social Security is from Cali.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why they say like all that farming that's in Northern
Yeah, bro.
California.
Yeah.
That's why like
Forgot
when
about
they
that.
had the two gangs and stuff, like they
Yeah.
had the Southerners and they had the Northerners.
Yeah.
The Northerners they were all
That was in
farmers.
the
Farmers,
70s.
Yeah, they were all farmers.
Right from the
Fresno.
country and shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. We're gonna go to the next subject,
Segregated
man.
no matter what.
Have y'all heard about the gay Crip rapper?
What?
No, there's a gay crib rapper.
I heard about that.
Hold up.
I heard about that.
Put in search
Yo,
Tony
that
Tony
dude-
Willrick. Tony WILL
Should be
R
Tony Will Dick.
right there.
Hey, he was talking about that he get around his homeboys and his voice would change.
Yeah, he say that whenever he around his Crip niggas that he act hard, but whenever he get around like some niggas or something that he want to fuck
And that's
with,
because
that he voice change.
back in college, I had
Or vice versa.
I had some homeboys from LA that played basketball at Pan Am and ran track and stuff, and one dude from Phoenix, and they even said like they do have gay homeboys there in the gang, but don't get it twisted because they'll
look
put
gay.
one in you, they'll
He
shoot
gay.
you.
That he gay for real.
Yeah.
But he openly gay. How
And
you?
he's a Crip, and that's what a lot of people are. Because OG Percy was seen taking pictures with him.
So what, you're
and a lot
not
of people are
allowed to-
questioning OG
Yeah,
Percy, saying how
Can't
you
be
get
gay in a gang or
Hell
what?
no, those
I
are
mean,
like I guess the street
but
codes.
no, look, bro, in the penitentiary, bro, you got gay crips, though. You
That's
got
what-
gay bloods, you got gay.
Well, that's what they were
shit,
saying too.
bro.
That you get shit like that in the
That's-
penitentiary,
that's
but not
the
in
free
the
world.
streets.
Yeah.
in the
Free
free
world.
world.
But like someone like OG Percy's a penitentiary motherfucker, dog. He's gonna, of course, he's gonna embrace that dude, dog, because he sees him as the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why they were in the comments basically.
So it
saying
doesn't
that
matter
that nigga's a
basically if
goddamn
you're
booty
gay in a
man.
gang.
But then on top of that though, too, man, a lot of the shit that OG Percy does talk about is booty banding shit, dog. So he was heavily involved into the booty banding game in there. Bro.
But a lot of
You know
people,
what I'm saying?
but a lot of-
I don't give a fuck with anybody on some real shit, bro. Look, dude, I've been in prison for 10 years, bro.
Yeah.
And all my stories have nothing to do with booty banding, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's because he was involved into that world, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, but yeah, so like, but anyway,
remember that
past
one
all that
bro,
shit,
look
he
at
was-
this
The,
shit.
the question is, did he go in that way or did he just come out that way?
Who?
This dude,
This
right
dude
here,
ain't been to the penitentiary.
I don't think he's been in prison.
Oh, he's
I'm
just a
talking
nigga
about
from the
OG
street.
Percy. I'm talking about OG Percy.
I seen
OG
okay.
Percy was seen in some pictures with him, and a lot
Okay.
of people was questioning OG Percy's basically saying like, nigga, you cripping so hard and you speak so hard of the Crips and how to uphold this culture and stuff, but then you doing shit like taking pictures with a fucking punk Crip. And
Okay.
a lot of people were saying because he was also trying to say, I don't know if he was trying to say that other people were trying to say by him taking a picture with OG Percy that was stamping him.
Stamping him, yeah.
Certified.
Yeah.
He's
Certified gay?
he's under the wing, dog. That's what it is in prison, dog. When you see people like that and they're representing gangs
So
and
did
shit,
y'all?
they're under
speaking
the
of
wing
this,
of that gang, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Hey.
Let's pause right here though. Does he rap tight?
I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't
no,
heard
But
of
he
this.
just released the questionable line on that thing that you just played. They took a clip of it and posted it on No Jumper, and then fucking they had made a clip and basically say, "Hold up, did he say that?" And he was basically saying like he'll fuck with a nigga, get the nigga's money, and then eat the nigga's dick up and shit like that.
Okay, well, one of the
And they
greatest
were like,
rappers.
pause. They were like, oh wait, pause.
Hold up.
Yeah.
One of the greatest rappers of all time said,
Oh,
Yes.
Who?
"Okay then."
Who?
Biggie.
Biggie.
Said what?
Nah, you gotta look that up because
Yeah.
you ain't getting no
Fuck
sound
that.
bite off
Say
of
that
me.
shit.
You ain't
He
getting no
said that.
sound bite
He
off of
said
me.
it.
God damn it.
He said, "You
So,
so,
all right,
you so
speaking
fine,
of-
I eat
speaking
your
of-
listen,
daddy."
listen.
He said, "You so fine, I eat your daddy dick."
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
That's exactly what he said.
That's
and that was in
Biggie.
like what 94.
That was yeah.
It was in his life. It doesn't matter.
All right. Speaking of this dude, Crip, what was King Von? Did y'all see the video of King Von?
Yeah, King Von. Yeah, he was.
When he was locked up, he was gonna go.
He was
in
going
the-
to PC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
was
said,
scared.
"Hey, I can't be around because of my
my sexuality."
Yeah. He's like,
I
"You're
saw
telling
that
me you're
shit,
gay?"
too. Yeah.
Yeah, but those are just penitentiary tactics to just try to get.
Get different
out.
places.
Nah,
Motherfuckers
bro.
gonna-
This
We've
is
been there, bro. We've been there.
The difference is this guy is open. there.
That's the difference too. That's what I'm saying. He's
So,
openly, he's out there.
You
with
can't compare what he said, she said when this dude's telling you what I am.
Yeah.
No, he said it.
But
Yeah.
look, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Look, I was locked up with this. I was locked up with this gay crip named Cookie, dude. Okay, and this motherfucker will beat anybody's ass, bro.
Straight up. I
On
believe
some
it.
real shit. I'm being serious, dude. He was an openly gay crip, dog. He's over there on Hughes Unit right now, bro. Still, you know what I'm saying?
If he's gonna throw them hands,
He's gonna squab, dog. He don't give a fuck about that. He's all about that
bust
crip
that
shit and
gun.
everything like
Yeah.
that. He's just gay, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, fam.
That's what my homeboy was telling me about, like the gay Crips, gay gang members, and they gang when they was in school, that they will fight just like the rest of them, and they would dump it.
Shit, I seen some gay dudes throw fucking hands, bro.
Yeah. But with that King Von shit, I would look at that shit unless some niggas start coming out and showing some video proof or something. It's just some he say, she say shit. Like, motherfuckers don't want to get in jail and say all types of shit to avoid going to the fucking tank. Yeah, like a motherfucker shit. Shit, I need to go to medical. You know, nigga,
all
you know what I'm
that
saying?
shit,
Like,
yeah.
shit, I need to put me in the medical tank.
Hey,
shit.
bro, there
So
was
where
people, there's
you don't
people
wanna
that
be in
would,
there?
they didn't want a top bunk, bro. They'll hurt their ankle to get a bottom bunk type shit,
Yeah,
bro.
or you might be
They
like,
don't want a top bunk?
Yeah.
Explain.
or it's,
Because like you get assigned a bunk, bro. You
I
what
know,
I'm
but
saying?
what, I mean,
And so that they don't want to be on the top bunk because there's no ladder, bro. You got to jump up in that
Oh,
motherfucker.
okay,
so
okay.
you
know
hurt
what
your
I'm
leg
saying?
on purpose.
So you hurt your leg on purpose,
so
you get a bottom bunk.
wow.
And what I was saying
Medical.
is, okay,
You go to medical, yeah.
So maybe you have some game and like, okay, say I guess I'll use myself for an example since I already have been through that system. Okay, say maybe I get locked up for some bullshit fucking charges or whatever, knock on fucking wood. Okay, I go to jail. I know in that fucking first holding cell A, it's a whole bunch of fucking little youngsters in there that's in there starting shit, trying to fight every fucking 5 fucking minutes and all that shit. And I ain't for all that shit. With me having a medical condition, I would just tell them, just put me in the medical tank. And they would just so instead of me
you're
going
safe.
into
So you're
the
safe.
jungle, I'll just go into the tank where it's gonna be a
Everybody's
bunch
chilling.
of just chilling.
Yeah, a bunch of people hurt.
So that's what I mean by the King Von shit. Yeah.
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 And that's pretty much.
But
That's
they were
probably
showing
what,
the videos
Trying to be
of King
safe.
Von. He
Yeah.
was beating up people too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was. That's
He
what I'm
was
saying.
beating
That's
up a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
people though.
He was beating up people. There. He was just trying to get somewhere else, bro, with that shit. So I don't like that type of
Yeah.
shit. I don't see nothing like.
I don't give no credibility to that shit. Shit, it's been motherfuckers that then fell off into county jail and said that they was such and such gang and then got put in the tank with such and such
Oh,
gang.
shit.
And
They got
it was-
banged the
and it was-
fuck up.
and it was really- and such and such gang was really in that
Made it
bitch.
worse.
Shit.
Made it worse for
And
himself.
such and such gang was really in that bitch now. Such and such is
Yeah.
Now he want to go to medical.
Nah,
Now he
now
want to
he's
go to
forced.
medical.
Now he's forced to
Shit,
go to medical
shit.
because he's fucked up.
No, but you had all the tattoos and that, yeah.
Hey, bro, you see that shit all the time,
All
bro.
the time.
All the time. Hey, bro,
All
look,
the
there'll be
time,
people
bro.
that come on the unit with us, bro. Like, I'm from Corpus, bro. I got it all over my fucking head, right?
And they ain't shit.
And then they have it all over them too. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You a homeboy, man? This and that. They're like, well, I'm a Christian, bro, and I
What?
fucking this. And I'm like, what?
Yep.
I'm like, nigga, what?
Hey,
Nah, bro.
he pull out that dashiki one.
Bro, you have
Yeah.
to bro, it's
Oh, I'm a Muslim,
It's-
or
yeah,
you
you
know
wanna
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
Muslim.
I'm something different. I'm like, man, come on,
it's
bro.
Scam, I mean, it's jail, it's prison. This is the home of fucking scammers,
Yeah.
schemers,
Yeah.
robbers,
Yeah.
murderers, connivers, like
Lying motherfuckers.
Like, you don't think they trying to
Yeah.
scheme and connive on
Yeah.
the
Nah,
guards?
they-
Them the main ones. They trying to scheme
That's
and
all they
connive
do
on
in
is the
that bitch is
guards.
scheming, conniving them motherfucker,
Shit.
bro. You know what I'm saying? They get, dude, like, because the thing is, though, too, is you start going to medical and all that shit. You
Okay,
start
that's
getting all
okay.
sorts of restrictions, bro. Like, you don't have to lift over 50 pounds and all. Like, you get badass jobs. Like, it's yeah, dog. Like, I
Shit,
don't.
I ain't gonna lie. When I got to
Nah.
TDC, I played that medical card shit because them hoes had me doing some janitor work and them chemicals that they would have me working with would
No
fucking
mask.
make me fucking no mask, make me lightheaded as fuck. So I went to the fucking medical office and basically, not even a medical office. What's the place called where they do the job
The
shit?
infirmary.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think the infirmary. So went in there and basically told them like to give me a different job, like basically telling them to put me in the kitchen or put me in the laundry or some shit. Man, them motherfuckers gave me a fucking pass that said medical unassigned. So that
Damn.
means I didn't have to
Yeah.
work at all. Shit.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
They
That
done
shit was
fuck you over the chemicals before that.
kicked back
Shit.
like a motherfucker shit. Cause my niggas like fucking homeboy Caleb and my other homies, man, they getting up at fucking 3:30, 4 o'clock
Yeah,
in the
nah,
morning
they
to go
had
work
my
in the
ass
fucking
working.
kitchen like a motherfucker.
They had my ass
shit.
they had my ass in the kitchen, in the fields, all
3
that
in the
shit.
morning.
Nah, real shit, yeah.
Fuck.
2 or 3 in the morning. I had a night
Get up
shift.
that early myself to make myself.
I had a
fucking-
shift right there too in the fucking kitchen. Did at 2 in the morning, bro. They started running child like at 3.
Yeah.
When I was in county, we was
What if you
Hell
ain't
yeah.
fucking hungry
Jungle
that early?
juice.
It
That
don't
hoops.
matter. You better get up and eat, cause if you don't, you're gonna be hungry around motherfuckers.
What's the next?
That's why you got to
About
work in the
11.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Wait, they come on, Tom.
And then
No, I'm talking
I
about
mean,
in TDC.
What about your fucking shit you have in your cell?
Well, yeah. So
Yeah,
if
you
you
still got
if you
shit
think you
in
bougie, if you
Yeah.
bougie, you'll miss breakfast. Yeah, you
Yeah.
bougie.
Fuck that.
Shit. Hell yeah. Alrighty, man. We're gonna move on to the last topic we got, which ain't really a topic. Fucking we had our annual We on Fire 3.
Big topic.
Oh, we got a new
It ain't really a topic, it's more of a recap.
It's a topic.
We had our
topic.
annual We
It's
on
a
Fire.
topic,
Well, I
though.
guess it. Yeah, I
This
guess
boy
you.
being
You know, you
awfully
can say that.
humble
You're right.
right
You're
now.
right.
You
No,
know
you're
what?
right.
Being
You're
awful.
right. No, you're right. You're right.
Hey.
You're right. I had to think for a second.
I
You're right.
had to say this. I had to say this. Bill, I'm sorry. You got that L, brother.
Hold on,
Oh.
save it.
Got
Save it.
that
Hold on,
L.
save it. Hold on. Yeah, this past weekend we had our, I would call it our first annual We on Fire weekend, but our third annual We on Fire basketball game. Team Bell versus Team Ridin High. Team Ridin High took the W, but also shout out to Team Bell. Shout out to everybody that showed up to make this.
Man, it was a beautiful thing, man.
To make that Saturday a great Saturday.
It was a beautiful thing. Just seeing that and just seeing that everybody was just having fun and joking around, and there wasn't no arguing or nothing. It was just for a good cause.
For a good cause.
I was
good shit.
I was very well,
Shout out
pleased.
Z95.
It was nice. It was very nice, man.
So yeah, we'll talk about Saturday first, and then we'll get into Sunday. So yeah, what are y'all thoughts about the actual basketball game? Anybody that's tuned in that was watching or that was there, y'all let us know. Shit.
Hey, it was fun, bro.
It was fun to watch.
It can only get bigger, man. It can only get bigger. Like, for real. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna get
like
bigger
I
next
said,
year.
it was like everybody was having fun. It was funny because you had a lot of people that was out of shape. But they was still,
A lot? 100%.
But it was still, people was, still, doing their thing and having fun.
Yeah,
and,
that's what it's all about, bro. That's what it's all about.
I mean,
but-
certain people that, I never really, talked to.
Yeah.
I talked to them.
Yeah.
Already.
And just seeing it was just like my perspectives changed. It was like, okay, they actually pretty cool. They just didn't know you.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful thing, man. And I think it can get bigger. I think it can get bigger. It was good for the kids and stuff. And y'all boys did a great job, man. I really loved it.
Shout out that man right there in the video, Swayu.
Oh,
Yeah.
MVP.
That boy bad, man.
Boy drove 9 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? And he drove right the fuck back.
Yeah, the game.
Damn.
Hit
no
the
shit.
studio after the game and drove right the fuck back.
Damn. Shout out to him, dog.
Shout out.
The game was fucking fun as fuck. It was competitive the whole game. The first two games that we had basically kind of weren't really competitive. The first one was not competitive at all. The second one was a little bit closer, but this one was like
It wasn't no blowout.
this one was
It wasn't no blowout.
It went down to the fucking wire. The final
Yeah.
score was 79-73, and the target score was 79. And I think the Elam ending made it badass too.
Yeah.
The cutting off the clock and just fucking making it, shooting for a target score, because we couldn't just sit there and hold the ball and wait for the clock to run out. Like, we actually had to score 2 to win the game. Like,
Yeah.
I think that shit made it badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun to be
It was
to
like
be
I
there.
said,
Just
man.
like, man, that was badass, bro.
It was a good thing. I mean, you had the music going. Y'all were
Yeah.
commentating and stuff,
Yeah.
and had the mics and
Had the
everything.
mics, yeah.
It was dope, man.
Shout out
Like,
DJ.
Yeah, shout out
Dynamite.
DJ Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Shout out DJ Hurricane and DJ Joe. Y'all was all there. Shit.
yeah, and everybody was just getting involved. Like I said, it's gonna be bigger. It can be bigger. And it's just it was a good thing for the kids, man. It was y'all boys did good, man. And like I said, Bell, I'm sorry, but happy birthday, belated birthday.
Yeah.
But you had to get your L, man. You wasn't gonna have like 3 in a row. It wasn't gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
but
Speak
it was
for you,
all
Bell. We
close.
We coming back next year, baby.
Alex, you better
Close,
say
man.
We
something,
coming
bro.
back, Bell, next year. It ain't gonna. Hopefully, we get that trophy
So
back.
you might not even be on Bell team.
Yeah, you might
next
not
year.
even get picked,
Shit.
Alex.
Oh, I forget about that.
Yeah, we doing drafts,
Yeah, I
so you
forget
know
we
what I
do
mean.
draft.
Like Alex did get picked up, and he was all over the court, and he was definitely shooting his shots and trying to get some assists, trying to get some assists in and shit.
Even though and I was don't get me wrong. I when I got home too, my wife was like, hey, that's a nice jersey and you got your little trophy and stuff. I was like, man, but I ain't gonna get to play. Well, the doctor said you couldn't play. I said, next year I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Well, you gotta
Yeah.
make the draft too, besides. So
Yeah, I hope I get drafted.
Yeah.
If I
I'll
have
be-
to,
I'll be
if
in-
I
I'll
have
be in
to
next
just,
year's
if
one,
I have to just hand water out, here we go.
Yeah.
Shout out Richard
Jumping
Trevino.
out
He
of
said
draft
I had
pool.
20 plus. He said he tried his best to get that double. Is Richard Trevino the tall dude that was on the other
Mexican dude,
yeah, that's Rich.
the
T.
glasses.
I mean, I don't even know what you go by, homie, but I just put you as Rich T. I figured it sounded a little bit.
Man, he's the tall dude that kept on making all the fucking baskets.
Yeah.
by
He was
man,
making the fadeaways
He
and
fucking
everything.
Yeah.
killing it, bro.
Yeah, he
like
was.
he was fucking he was showing his ass out there like a motherfucker.
30 plus.
And
His age.
And
Hell yeah.
and that's what I was telling Maserati Pace. They were like, how's he scoring? I said, because he's getting the buckets that nobody else wants. And that's the buckets that, like my coach used to always tell us, hey, you want to really score some points? Get under that basket and get them trash points.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he was getting. He was playing this game.
Shit, he did good, man.
Yeah, for real. Fucking, I think he's right there at the top of the key.
Ooh.
I believe that's him. Right there, walking center court.
Yeah.
Look at that, right on the inside, asking for the ball already. Everybody else still walking to the line. There you go. He got to. That's the fade I was talking about. Whoop.
Yep.
Whoo. Yeah, shout out Rich T, man. He did definitely knock down
Yeah,
that
that's because
20.
he was like shooting around like an hour and a half or
Yeah.
whatever before.
Yeah, he didn't come to play.
Yeah, he was warming up. He was going against some dude that was I guess one of his homeboys practicing with him.
Shit, training even while we were fucking
Yeah.
getting ready for it. You know what I mean? So that's definitely showing his dedication to all that shit.
Definitely, this was only part of it.
Oh,
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say.
This
so,
was
so,
all
so
still the
after,
game.
after,
You know what I mean? Like,
after the game,
this
for
is
y'all
like
that's-
pals right now.
everybody's watching right now. After the game, everybody
I don't think
left
we
the
got
game
any
and they
footage of
they
that.
went to Walmart and got some supplies and then went back to the Block CC and put them all together. And then we met back up on Sunday.
Well, this is still Saturday. This is just all the merch table. Shout out XL. Shout out New World Graphics
yeah.
donating all them shirts. We sold them hoes for $20. Them fans right there, Alex and his girl, and New World Graphics provided us with. They were cheer fans, and they had like some little, a little X on the back of them, and two of those fans got a Stripes gift card.
Oh, Fresh Prince.
Yeah, Fresh Points.
Oh, Fresh Point. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? I had them change that shit around, throw that bitch on the court. We didn't get to it,
Yeah,
but
that's
we are
fine.
gonna get to it. Flicks like made a little video that showed legit how to use
Yeah.
that shit. And yeah, so you can see them already getting ready. I think that's Flicks right there. Flicks, in my opinion, if I didn't give it to Swyu for the MVP, I'd have gave it to Flicks for the beating he took.
No.
Yeah, he took a beating, man.
Beating, bro, and
See,
he
they
was
were mad
bouncing
at your
back
choice
up.
of MVP.
Yeah, mine would have been different. I
Because
would
yeah,
have
you know
voted.
you can't go by MVP like that. You got.
Well, I could do whatever the fuck I want, Mr. Mayor.
The votes.
But that's why I left it up to you and Bell. That's why I left it up to you and Bell, because I didn't want to hear that shit right there.
Shit.
So I don't know who you would have picked or who Bell or what y'all decided.
On
on.
the real, it was hard for me to pick between fucking Swyu and Pace.
Yeah, definitely.
And with your influence,
No. I was speaking, and I said that before I got y'all to get y'all's answers.
what I really should have
I
done,
said it
what
ain't
we-
more on
what
me.
we should have done was looked at the score sheet.
I wish we had stats.
That we did. That dude
Like-
took them. He
Like
had
passing, assists, or just points?
just points and
Oh,
fouls.
Okay.
But
Nah,
shit, that's basically what you go by. Nigga ain't gonna get MVP with fucking 2 points and 13 assists.
What you mean? You get it with a triple double. Hey, you get it with a triple double.
Swyu did. He
Yeah,
was
but triple double, yeah,
was
that's
my-
still 10 points, 10 assists.
He was
and
my
10
pick, bro.
rebounds.
Automatic.
Automatic,
Automatic,
fuck yeah.
right? So my
You
opinion
could
of
have
how
triple double in a
far he
street ball
drove.
game, nigga. You wrong.
That's what I'm saying though.
Shit, for real.
My opinion
real
of how
shit.
far he drove to get there and be on
Shout
the
out
winning
Meta.
team would have
Is
been.
that where he's living in New
That's
Orleans?
where he's
Where
working.
he working.
That's where he's working at right
Yeah,
now.
he's from
he's working over-
Aransas, I believe.
Yeah.
That boy
Shout out
killed it.
Robzilla. Robzilla showed up.
Robzilla.
Robzilla straight up right here in this video. Have you seen this? He's I got love for Bell, but I'm gonna be riding high with the king or some shit like that. So like he posted his own TikTok where he's like oh shit, like the final seconds or final points of the game, and he's like hell yeah, like as soon as y'all fucking win that shit.
So I think if Belden would have won the MVP, should have definitely went to Richard.
Yeah, for sure.
See, y'all would have had some problems
Yeah.
with me again because I'd already said Flicks.
Because we know basketball.
I know, but I'm not going off of that. I'm not going off of y'all's MVP
But it's
though.
a basketball game.
It's
So you gotta go
also
like
also for fun. You trying to get
for you, it's for fun. We're playing in this motherfucker dying, nigga.
Y'all ain't-
So for a nigga to die in that fucking game,
Richard-
that's why homeboy felt like he was
Richard,
slighted.
would you
because
feel like you were dying in that fucking game, or was this another motherfucking game for
Richard
you?
probably plays basketball every day.
And so does Pace.
And what does Richard do as far as music stuff? Oh, he was part of the business part? Okay, already.
I don't know. But it would have still been fun. is
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying.
Richard though, because he fucking
Yeah,
killed it.
Shout out
out
DJ
Richard.
Dynamite and DJ Joe, man. Shout out DJ Joe dropped a generous donation before, like right after this video.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? He walked up to Bell and said, "Here you go." He said, "What?" Yep, straight up, and fucking dropped it in the thing to start it off.
Hey,
Already.
Hey, this year we made more money than we did supplies at this game. Last year we made more supplies than we did money.
Yeah.
So in that same sense, we were able to get more supplies because we had more money to play
way to
with.
buy some. Yeah.
So yeah, shout out Young Vet. Young Vet didn't, man, that's my G right there. I ain't even gonna say on that. I'm gonna keep that one for a different.
Shout out to Bell
podcast,
for the
but-
jerseys too, bro.
Look at him. Look. Bro, this whole behind the scenes shit, like this is all love. Like you're saying, people are going out there to win. But and when that last point went in,
Proclamation right there.
smiles across the losing team, bro. Like straight up, that was tripped me the fuck out. Like people were fucking like, oh, but you know.
But
it
yeah,
weren't-
it's fun.
it was all fun,
But you also
bro.
gotta
And
realize
that's what I'm
But
saying.
you
that's
also
what it's
gotta
gotta
realize
be.
this too. Like some of us haven't played like
That was a long time.
in a long time, and not just that. Some of us used to play in high school or junior high or shit like that. So whenever there's a chance to play a real basketball game, we
Yeah.
want to play it as real as we can because we want to relive those.
Those moments.
Then
moments.
get your ass to the fucking Lozano, or was it Lozano? Is that what it's called?
No, you got
Ray's basketball court, whatever the fuck it's called,
Who?
behind Ray.
Oh, Lindale.
But no,
Lindale, get your ass to Lindale every day then.
I mean, in a setting where you have a
A
referee,
referee.
a crowd that are people there to watch,
I
like,
guess.
like the it's.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I see
Like,
that. You in the spotlight again.
yes,
That boy-
exactly.
that boy Al Bundy trying to get four
So we want to
touchdowns.
keep it as yeah.
That's not on me.
And not to
fucking
say,
take
oh,
care
we're
of.
reliving fucking high school dreams or nothing like that, but it's for that one game,
Yeah.
for that 1 hour.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on,
I
let's
got
keep it
you.
real.
My knees didn't feel it, but the rest of me felt it.
After the game though, even though he lost, Bell didn't lose a step though, bro.
Nah, bro.
Nah, he didn't.
Straight
man.
up. No. Y'all wasn't there. I'm telling y'all.
Okay, we're moving
We
on
were
to
at
Sunday.
Walmart
Okay.
fucking walking, and Sam's walking, and Dollar Tree walking, and walking. Trying to spend money. Trying to, we already got a lot of shit. We still got a lot of money to spend.
Yeah.
Like, so we were there for hours trying to spend some shit.
Okay,
So-
so yeah, then the next day we end up meeting at the Block CC.
Shout out to all the
do
women who
actual
were there.
giveaway. We're putting up the video right now from the giveaway.
Yeah, so this one's actually set up
Freak,
in
you know
the
their names?
Skateboarding University.
And whenever I showed up right at 2. So shout out to everybody that was there before 2 o'clock and everything to get everything together. There was a lot of people involved, like amongst us that got this whole thing together.
Yeah.
There was booths set up from different people. I ain't gonna say vendors, but people out there like passing out supplies and stuff like
Sponsors
that.
is
Sponsors,
yeah,
different
that's dope.
sponsors and stuff. And whenever I got there, there was already, I would say there was already probably like 75 people in line when I got there.
Man,
Yep.
When I got there, the line was already wrapped around the building. Man, hell no. There was 75 people from the front whenever I got there. Whenever I got there, there was probably like a line of like maybe 125 people. It was just 70. I probably saw about 75 lined up in the front. And then once I went around that motherfucker, I saw, I probably saw about 125 people lined up.
Bro, 136 kids signed up
See,
to
that's
that
what I'm
raffle.
saying. So I wasn't
talk
too,
that
I wasn't
talk,
too
Alex.
far off.
Alex.
I wasn't too far off.
136
Man,
kids
talk
plus
that shit.
See, I wasn't
signed
too
up to
far
the
off.
raffle for the helmet giveaway, and over 100 autographed signed pictures I gave away, bro. So
Oh, shout out. That's dope.
That was
Alex
a lot.
worked that shit, bro. Straight up. Like, he got all them kids excited about being skateboarders.
hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was out there grinding the whole fucking time. Like, this is only a 30-minute video. Alex is out there for hours. Hours to the end. People have shut
farmer
down
town,
tents.
baby.
Alex was the first fucking tent set up. Am I wrong?
Damn.
Yeah, I was.
He was probably the last tent to shut down, too.
Yeah.
That's dope, dog. That's
Straight
dedication
up.
right there, man. That's dope.
Straight up, bro.
Hey, give a shout out to the girl who was singing too.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Rosemary. She drove
She
all
let
the
me
way
use her-
from Victoria and shit. And,
Oh, shit.
She let me use her mic to
yeah, that's
announce the
homie for
winners.
real.
Yeah, announce the winners.
See, that's
Yeah, I
a
mean-
shit, yeah. It was
But
a-
all the women inside too, putting everything together the night before, and the ones that were inside, cutting hair. What else were they doing?
They were doing
The hygiene,
braids. They
clothes,
were doing
Frito pies.
Clothes, Frito pies.
Oh yeah, they gave away Frito pies, snow cones, all that. Oh, did we? Okay, let me skip that part.
Yeah,
'cause we
Frito
forgot
pies.
to give out the snow cones. But so yeah, we gave out Frito pies.
I don't know who that was, but you know. Shout out, let me see, Reese Kids Moonwalks. Shout out to these people right here.
Oh, Hector, yeah.
I believe Brianna brought them in from Esperanza de Texas. They do a lot of stuff there at the fucking at the block. They got a whole bunch of business there. I believe almost all the businesses that are in
they're
that
full.
building participated.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then all these people are outside people that are, looking
Shout
to
out
get
Driscoll
kids back to
Hospital was
school.
also there.
Yeah, Driscoll Hospital,
Oh,
the
that's
Port of
dope.
Corpus
Yeah.
Christi.
Yeah, they donated I think 100 backpacks,
Yeah.
100 clear backpacks, and that's dope because everywhere we looked, they were sold the fuck out.
Yup.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
So she definitely, or they definitely came through as far as that. So we did what we could.
That's Taffany out there, the
we got,
Juneteenth people.
Yep.
Yeah. She said she looking to tap in. I was all, well, let's do something.
Already. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
and the Michael White packs.
The
They
Michael
raffled
White
them
pack.
today,
Mhm.
along with the other 5 backpacks that the
The Michael White packs
Yeah.
were clear fanny packs.
yeah.
Already.
So we went to go. It's
Yes,
funny.
tell 'em.
It's as funny
Explain.
as it sounds.
Explain
so
to
we,
them.
So we went to look for clear backpacks at Walmart if they had, and the dude said if we do, they're gonna be over there. So we walk over there where there's other backpacks, but all the clear ones are gone except for 5 clear fanny packs. Now my daughter's with us, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't think anybody cares." And I'm just kind of thinking like fanny pack, fanny.
Yeah.
It just sounds feminine, but he's like, "Nah, they'll take it and they'll wear it
In the
across their
front.
chest."
Yeah.
And
That's
and
a
he
good look.
and I think he goes, "Yeah," and I think my strap fits in there too. You know what I mean? Like it's the same size, whatever. So it's an idea that came from Michael White, not for the strap part, but just the idea that it's that big and we could fill it with different shit. So that's what we did, and we raffled off 5 Michael White packs. So shout out Michael White for coming through. And he was there for hours with us too.
Yeah.
Hungry as a motherfucker, tired as
yeah.
a motherfucker, all that shit. So shout out Mike. So we had those 5 Michael White packs to deal with all that shit. The 100 clear backpacks from the Port of Corpus Christi. I believe we got another 100 black bags
From Driscoll.
from Driscoll. That was kind of like up in the air because we don't know what the fucking school district's going to do with that. But we figure if they understand that there is no fucking clear backpacks in
hell
the city of
yeah.
Corpus Christi, then guess
Yeah.
what?
Mentions
Motherfucker, I'm
names.
coming to school in a
Yeah.
backpack that I got.
Yeah.
You know, so, if it goes down like that, it does. If it doesn't, then shit, good luck to them. But we did what we could,
Yeah, we
so
had those dudes out there on those, what are those? things?
Slingshots.
Yeah,
Slingshots.
slingshots.
There's
Yeah.
Rosemarie right there. Shout out Rosemarie.
I think those dudes
Just
were-
heard the guitar and the speaker in her chair. She
Yeah,
came.
jamming.
That's
Out there
dope.
jamming. Shout
Hey,
out
her family
Rosemarie.
came out to support her and
Yup.
shit because they're all from Corpus. So you see them like pop up later on.
I
and
think
everybody-
they even let John Bell's daughter and her sing him happy birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
yeah, for real. Like and they even did it like a up tempo kind of
Right.
vibe to it. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. So shout out to her. All that you see, like she, one man army. She ain't come with nobody to help her fucking sell herself because her voice and skills do all that, bro. Like she's definitely a dope ass artist. You better jump on some features or something, bro. I ain't even tripping. Like, for real. Like I've been plugging this girl in, like trying to get her in the R&B show over there with Fame and
Oh,
KP.
no shit.
I'm gonna see what I could do. I mean, he's like, send us some music. I was like, man, I was hoping you were there. Like,
Yeah.
fuck trying to send you a file. I'm trying to see your face when you hear it, type of shit. So shout out to Mr. Mayor.
Man, it was hot as fuck out there.
Hell yeah. So he
But
was.
you was able to help out a lot of kids, man.
Yeah.
So I believe
That's
our,
the dope shit about
our
it, bro.
total was like somewhere around 300 backpacks.
Yeah,
So
I was saying about
Man.
300
we
kids
went
got
we
signed.
went from doing it solo to doing 75 or something like that last year to teaming up with them and being able to do 3 times that. And that's
Right.
funny enough is that it's the We on Fire 3
Way the
and we've been
economy is
bigging it
right
up
now.
like
Yeah.
that every time since. So this was 3 times as
Hey,
big.
every year it's just gonna get bigger and bigger, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? On some
So the
real
good thing
shit.
about it is these people that were involved this year that weren't people picking up supplies saw
What's
what we
going on.
collectively pulled off.
Exactly.
So for them to not want to be involved in next year, or for somebody else who hesitated for whatever reason, now this should like make you think like, okay, I can start putting some money to the side, and that's something that we could even we're gonna get a head start on as far as being able to get people knowledge of it going on
Yeah.
way faster than we did this year. So we did what we could in this little amount of time, but I think we pulled off something major. Like I said, 3 times the kids, more than 3 times the kids that we served last year.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So shout out to Brianna, shout out to DQ, shout out to everybody at the fucking
Hell
block.
yeah, shout out
DQ
DQ.
just turned-
Yup.
Look at this
tuned
dude
in
right here.
right
Look at this
now.
dude right here. That boy was pushing a basket. I said, that's a genius right there.
what do you have in there?
Backpacks and fucking other shit, bro.
man,
Look at
God damn.
bro.
Shout out
Oh,
DQ.
man,
We
I
see
went
you
too far
tuned
back,
in,
but
man.
Yeah, shout out DQ, man.
We're talking about the event right now.
We
from
gonna make
yesterday.
some shit shake for sure. But yeah, look, you see this man coming with that cart?
Shout out
We
Rosemary
got all
tuned
kinds of free
in.
stuff. Throw it in the bag. Throw it in the cart.
Ooh.
So this is just the back, mind you. We haven't even showed you what it looked like in the front. So this line right here is the line that's coming from this side because they already signed up. So we had people sign up and register basically to show, you know, how many households are, you know, being taken care of as far as all this. So that's how we were able to come up with the number. And, you know what I'm saying? The wood on the hood.
Yeah, woo.
Shout out Vet right there. So this was Vet's job. Shout out fucking Vet. Vet was there watching that line turn that way, making sure everybody was cool that way. Now look,
Right,
that
bang.
bitch is touching
See, that's
the
why I
fence
said I
over
saw
there.
75 people up there. I
Then
didn't see
the-
around the corner.
That's not even the
Shit.
front. The cars.
That whole parking lot is full. We walked to the fucking front of the thing. The streets are fucking lined up. So, you know, this is like, this is fucking teamwork at its finest. Shout out Flicks came through with the pups.
Yep.
When he took him inside, I said,
And the
man, all
cuts.
these kids are swarming these pups. He said, that's what they're there for. I was like, okay. This
The
man's
pups and the cuts.
This man's a genius. Yeah, shout out to him for jumping on the cut. You want to talk about the cut? I mean, he posted it and tagged me, and it's a public profile. So, I mean, either way, Flicks did what he could.
Yeah, we'll
Because
just say that.
With the circumstances we were dealing
for
with,
sure, for
that
sure.
man stepped up and said, I can try this and I can do this.
After
and-
getting
Yeah.
beat up the day before.
Yeah, because we had some
yeah, straight up.
barbers.
After catching that MVP, in my eyes, we'll say that. But you know, we actually set up the thing outside the front. I think I sent you the picture, right, of just you in front of the thing. So we set up these banners that we had got a couple years back for the second event, second event, and it fit perfectly on this fucking wall so people could see where the fuck it was at. And you know, we put it up with the Esperanza de Texas banner and shit, so everybody knew. It's like, you see all these people just walking past us, they walking in the gate because they park way the fuck down there.
Hell yeah.
Straight the fuck up. Like,
Hey, that's dope, bro. Real
Bro,
shit. That's
hey,
dope.
this shit felt good for the soul, bro.
No,
Like,
I believe
straight
it,
up.
bro. I believe it.
Like, seeing all these people come in, seeing these people leaving happy and shit, like,
Yeah.
and that's what we wanted to do is, and we don't really want to do like a just pull up and fucking stand there and grab your bag and bounce. You know, that's why we were offering the moon jump. Shout out Reese Kids, Moonwalks.
yeah.
That's why we
Shout out
had
Hector.
Rose back there. Shout out Rosemary. And that's why we had all those other people that were giving away stuff. You know, they were all wanting to help in the community too. So,
Yeah.
you know, next year, if we do it back on the block, which I'm voting for right motherfucking now, I want to fill up the rest of that fucking backyard. I don't want that open space. And actually, I want that parking lot full of, like, more slingshots.
So DQ, can we do some skateboarding under the thing?
Right there.
She already
So right
mentioned
there.
it.
So
She
right
already
there.
mentioned it.
Already.
So
Shout
right
out
there,
DQ
that
for that.
fucking, that whole warehouse is smooth as fuck.
We got to get a parking person next year.
Yeah, for sure. Because people were pulling in there and blocking everybody. Hey, they were yelling out cars like, whose car is this
Damn,
white
yeah.
Altima? You
For
weren't
real?
there?
Yeah, I didn't hear that
I
part.
think it was on the live, freak.
I didn't hear that
Yeah,
part.
whose car is this
Yeah, I
white
think he
Altima?
yelled.
And they found him or
Damn.
whatever, had to move it because that one car was like holding up all kinds of direction in that shit. So shout out to you in the white Altima. That might be you in the background. But I think that man actually started standing out there and was starting to do the traffic. I'm not sure who that
Shout
was,
out
but
to
he
him,
was
the Mickey
helping us
Mouse
out.
shirt.
Already.
That's
already.
good, man. That's dope.
Yeah,
bro.
he was definitely helping us out. We should have had valet. the way
Definitely
that
all
shit
the
was
kids
looking.
left with smiles, bro. For
That
real.
bitch is popping like
And
a
the
Trade Center
families.
parking lot, player.
Nah,
Yep.
yeah, that shit's good, dog.
You know, so imagine that whole back area was filled up, that whole left side wall or whatever next to the left of Marie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all that covered up, and you know, all good things always have some kind of flaw to it. So I don't know. I don't even know if I got the word on this when that happened, because it had to have been after this.
When what?
With the whole generator.
Oh.
We're going to get to that right
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
you're ready. We'll,
Nah, we'll wait because we're going to slide through the building real quick. Let's.
Alright.
I want them to see the inside. So I'm about to go inside now so everybody can see what the inside looks like because y'all
Alright.
just seen the outside. So the inside is, you see I got to wait.
Yep.
You see I got to wait my turn.
Already, DQ.
Yeah,
I
look
see
at
that.
Man, it was like that every time I tried to walk in.
That's why I went out that back door.
Look at that kid braided up.
Man.
And shout out that lady, too. I don't know who she is, but she was helping a lot. She was really guiding people in and out the door, telling people to chill. When they
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah.
and all that.
I didn't
And her
meet
too, dog. She walked through everybody, having them sign up. The one right here with the bun and the sunglasses. She was getting everybody to sign up for the.
I saw where somebody had tagged her earlier. I don't know her name,
Yeah.
but what's her? Yeah, I saw where they had tagged her. What's her name? DQ.
Yeah, Tagger.
one with the bun.
Tag her if you know her name.
She was getting
I
everybody.
know you know her
Going
name.
through the
shit,
line, you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Shout out Brianna.
Yeah.
Esperanza de Texas. So yeah,
Taryn
said all
De La
that.
Rosa. Shout out Taryn De La Rosa.
So now let's get a better look at what's really going down way back there. So
Already,
those are the
she's
black
with
bags that we
Esperanza
ended
de
with.
Tejas already. Shout out Brianna too.
There's a lot of people, a lot of things with that.
Yep.
Hey, shout out Bino. I seen he just tapped in. That boy jumped back on the Facebook. I see you player.
Okay.
For dropping the third in a motherfucking road theme song, bro. And that bitch hit like a southern
no
motherfucking
shit,
cup
yeah.
of tea, bro. Like straight
Hell
up.
yeah.
That bitch was too sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like he hit the intro and everything.
Yeah, that was perfect.
That was lovely, bro. Straight up. So this was like some of the results of that boy's efforts. Like I said, like he all these little things that I don't think people really pay attention to. Alex has been stressing lately. All the behind the scenes shit, like add up to to wanting to be involved. Like you see the effort that's being put on behind it.
Yeah.
You like, man, I'm gonna fuck with him. I got people who showed up to the fucking game, don't watch basketball a day in their goddamn life, and could care less about any kind of local anything, but they fuck with me. So they put something at the door and they drop something in the cash app.
Yeah.
Just to see fucking, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm involved in, they support that, And,
That DQ making the Frito pies right there.
yeah, shout out DQ. She got
DQ.
my Frito pie still.
For real,
Nah,
mine
she actually
too.
hooked me up with 2 slices of pizza
Damn.
earlier, so we even. Extra jalapenos.
Yeah, the backpacks were all gone.
Yeah, all that. And then these ladies, I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was trying to ask them what they're doing. They're like, yeah, they just flashed the paper. I was like, all right.
They were just there to help
She's
with
like,
whatever.
she's like, what more did you want? I was like, I don't know. Shit was awkward as fuck, but shout out to them ladies, man. Yeah, shout out Deshauna, right? Nobody gonna correct me. Y'all fucked up.
I don't know.
That kid right there,
I don't know
his
who
shirt
did.
right there was fucking super fire. That bitch had plants all over it. That kid was cool as shit. Look at everybody got their backpacks on already. They got, I believe, haircutting going on behind that door.
Yeah.
Shout out my homegirl Tabitha. What's up, Tab? Tab is probably one of my last drinking partners in this world, and I'm gonna acknowledge that because she put me in check earlier. She was like, "Yeah, I put him to rest." So that's up for debate. But she came through and did the fucking raffles that she's doing right there. That's a Michael White pack. That's the fanny pack. So she came through and actually did the raffles live earlier on the page. Let me see. They got the Bad Bunny hat. They got
I need my vest.
Left
my vest there.
And that 32-inch TV, and they raffled them all off. So
They raffled the TV off today earlier?
straight up,
Oh,
everything.
shit already.
That's dope.
All that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was I think the last thing that
And
we had
gift
to do with
cards.
this event.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
already.
gift cards. So I think it's just like really one more turnaround to see the whole room. But other than that, this is basically how we get it going. That whole little fucking line that's behind her, that's going all the way back out to the food and then back out the door. So it was like one big circle inside that place. And, shout out to everybody that made all this shit possible.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Because
everybody,
it
man.
took a motherfucking village, like for
The whole
real.
weekend.
Look, there's a whole fucking somebody getting their hair cut right here, and then there's a whole picture station.
Photo
Photo
booth
booth.
right there.
Yeah.
So we were trying to make sure everybody had some fun doing this. Like I said, we didn't want them to just show up and pick up their bag and
I
bounce.
found the vest.
Like,
I'm just kidding. I don't want that
everybody could do that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we always do something a little more. Look at that room.
That's it, man. That shit that was out there looking
That's
like
dope,
looking
bro.
like Trill Burgers out there, man.
Straight up.
That's all I could think of when I saw all them people. I ain't even been to Trill Burgers before, but I just know seeing all them videos everybody posted about the line and shit. And that's all I could think of that was popping up in my head when I saw all them people. Man, it look like Trill Burgers over here, man.
Yeah, for sure. And at this point, we saw that we were needing some more barbers, so we were trying to pitch out and reach out to the barbers, telling them we'd take care of any which way. But we made happen what we could in that little time period. So shout out to everybody involved. Like I said, once again,
For
we
sure.
on fire 3, we on fire weekend.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's all.
Yeah, that's dope, dog.
Just
For
keep on
sure.
doing it, man.
So,
yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
yeah.
Before we get up out of here, we probably wouldn't usually do this, but this is a podcast, so fuck it, we're gonna do it. Some roach ass shit happened while we were doing the whole back to school event that y'all just saw on the screen. Some dude decided to steal a generator bust open the back gate and steal a generator while the event was going on.
Yep.
And Alex, you said that it was a pretty expensive generator because you said it was like, what, a Predator or something?
Predator generator.
And you said them hoes ain't cheap.
Nope.
Hey, so he stole the generator while it was
stole
working.
the generator.
It was,
I mean, but like it was going and it was on something or what?
was it?
No,
No.
the generator had been unplugged because it ran out of gas.
Yes.
And we,
Oh, okay, it was
and
just
then
sitting
we
back
plugged-
there.
It was just sitting back there.
Yeah.
So that was a
But it was
mistake.
in the gate where the gate was locked. He cut the lock.
And there was kids playing
Yes.
inside the moon jump. Maybe the gate's right here. The back of the moon jump's right here.
Like
within
2-3
maybe
feet.
Yeah, 2-3 feet. And this dude then busted open the gate
Yep.
and fucking
Stole that shit.
That
and
dumbass
took
right
the
there.
shit, put it in his truck.
Say his
And
fucking name.
took
That's,
it.
That's him
Wow.
right
Yeah.
man.
Fucking rat.
That's
he pulled
fucking-
some roach ass shit, man.
That's crazy,
Bro.
dude.
there. Had a
I don't mean to laugh.
Hey,
I'm
he
like,
didn't,
damn.
yeah, he didn't give a fuck, dude. Like, damn,
Bro.
He
dog.
broke the gate.
While the
So-
event
so-
was
Oh,
going
it's
on,
going- Yeah, dude. What?
So
the
they got-
fuck?
kids event.
They
Come
got-
on, man.
They got the generator back.
And y'all got his picture like that. Hey, y'all call the cops
got-
on him or what?
Yeah, they filed a report and everything.
They got the generator
fuck that
back,
dude,
but
bro. That's
didn't do
crazy,
nothing.
bro.
the generator is fucked up.
Shout out
Well,
Big
hey,
shout out
you
Big
went-
Bell the Kid.
He went
Shout out Big Bell the
stealth
Kid
mode.
Big
and
Bell the
DQ.
Kid held his nuts on his birthday and got that
Yeah, hell
motherfucker
yeah.
back
He
with DQ. So
Yeah,
shout
he
out
did.
both of them.
Yeah, shout out, man. Yeah, that's fucked up, dog.
Yep.
So I guess they went to his house. I think it said something about Bell jumping the gate or some shit and getting up and knocking on the door. Motherfucker
Yeah.
didn't want to open the door. Then
He
on
saw Bell.
way-
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He saw Bell. Bell heard the loud music inside the house, and I guess when they saw him, that fucking dude came out finally and tried to call it evens. And he's like,
Yeah. The motherfucker
like-
said.
He
I'll
said
give
we're
it back.
even now.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
give
even.
it back to y'all, and we
Call
call
it
it
even.
even. Come on, nigga. What?
Fuck that.
God damn.
Burned off in his Mercedes and was gone.
That's what I'm saying. He tried to make it look like he got some money. He got the Mercedes in there.
Yeah, he
Nigga, why you
jumped
drop in
in
that
it.
truck, nigga? Shit. Try to make it look like you don't need to do shit. Hop in the Mercedes with your gold chain and shit, man. Mr. Clean.
Trash.
Mr.
Mr. Clean.
That's the name of the business, right? Or whatever he goes by. That's what
They
it
should
is.
get his ass.
man.
They should get his ass. That's already a
Look.
business.
Let me see if I can zoom in on this one.
Oh yeah, that's a picture right there of him already with the generator throwing it in his truck.
What? No.
Did
Shout
you
out,
see how
shout
close
out,
the
hey,
moon jump is to
shout
the
out
fence?
to the fucking neighbor in the back for catching this shit right here,
So
bro.
look how close the moon jump is
Yes.
to the fence.
Damn, this dude didn't give a fuck, dude.
Hell
He
yeah.
didn't, bro. And that's why I saw that post that said, fuck, by Merc Rock that said, I mean, not Merc Rock, RP Merc Rock,
RP
by Merc.
Yeah.
He's a super villain.
He said, this motherfucker a super villain.
Bro,
God damn.
that's
Oh,
wild.
God damn, bro. I saw this shit. I started rolling.
Busted
Like,
the fucking
but
gate,
then when
bro.
you think about it, it's true, bro. Like, these people are having a back to school kids
Function, yeah.
event to give away and help the community.
Yep.
And your bum ass over here
Trying to jack some
trying
shit.
to hit a lick.
Bro, so
Motherfucker, you a super motherfucking villain, man.
when did you hear? Because you followed us, right? You walked with us, me and Vet, when we went to go out the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vet told me, and then we fucking immediately
Well, no,
started
what-
walking that gate, right?
What they said was that the fucking blower was stolen. The blower was stolen. And I
Yeah.
walked back there and I said, the fucking blower ain't stolen. The generator is stolen. And then that's whenever we were all walking right there. And I guess y'all had walked across the street and I kind of stayed right there to like.
Oh, you didn't go with us?
No, I
Oh
stayed
man,
to look.
hold up then. So
But-
we walked across the street, and I'm hearing that this immediately happened, like right now. So I'm
Yeah.
like, a generator. This fool didn't get far unless he got in the car. So I'm like walking across the street to the apartments, and I'm looking in the back.
Yeah.
And then Bet yells out, "That's him right there! There he go! He's got it!" And so I come around the fucking front, and I'm looking here talking about the dude has a picture on the phone of the dude
Yeah.
that you know did that shit. So. Like we telling
Damn.
him, I'm like grabbing his phone. I'm like, let me see that, bro. And I'm like trying to fucking text the picture to fucking Bill. And I don't know
Yeah.
how to work a fucking Android, so I passed that shit to Bill. But the dude was cool about it. He said he actually stole a bike from him before. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, we can get your
Fuck.
fucking generator back. I'm gonna try to get your bike back too. Like,
Yeah.
like, but just in that instance, like I was telling everybody, like it just went from the happy day
Yeah.
to
Come on,
we on
bullshit.
the we in the you know where the fuck
Yeah.
Hancock is right there, right? That's straight in the fucking hood. Like that's straight. Everything's going down over there. So it literally went from that block to that block to that mood to that mood. You know what I mean? So I think it was kind of a blessing we didn't catch him like that, because it really would have been something like
some
that
bad
video
shit,
we saw earlier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not the baseball one. You know, so
Damn, y'all gonna do him like that?
I mean, look what
Deserved
you're
it.
doing.
Deserved
though.
it.
Look what
Deserved
you're
it.
doing.
Fucked up.
He
That's
just
kids,
walked
bro.
back there and just
Nonchalantly fucking cut the lock, waited and see if anybody noticed.
Oh, he
So
he
I'm
cut
gonna say-
that bitch with some boat cutters.
Yeah,
too.
so I'm
He
gonna
cut
say,
that bitch
I'm just
and
gonna say
circled the
this.
block.
He knew.
Oh, he cut it in.
He cut it and then circled the block to see if anybody fucking noticed, and then came back and fucking popped. And then
Damn, are you serious?
So he was fucking.
Yeah.
So this fool was like,
All
I'm
why
gonna
these
say he
kids-
knew the spot, bro.
All
That's
while
I'm
the
gonna
kids
say.
were playing
Well,
in the
I
back
think-
and everything.
Yes.
This
Well,
was-
DQ said that he does yard work,
Yes.
so I might be wrong. Correct me
did
if
theirs.
I'm wrong. So
Yes,
that's why I'm
theirs.
guessing that because I said
For
that
the
she said-
R&B show thing.
that she said that she had knew him, so I'm guessing that he did their yard work.
Yep.
yeah, that's crazy. Nah,
Yeah.
that's
So I
wild.
said he
had
knew.
his eye on that
He knew.
generator.
He knew the
Well,
spot.
I'm
bro.
glad.
Damn.
And that's because in the comments, if you go and look up on the Block CC page, you'll see this fucking post that I got all this shit from. And look in the comments, and you'll see other people that said, "Man, he stole the generator off the back of my truck," type
I
shit.
saw that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, it's not
No
like this is
shame
his
in
first
his
time,
ass.
and we gonna give him a chance type shit. Nah, he just
This is what
got
he
caught
does.
this
Yeah,
way.
that's what he do.
This is
Hell
where
yeah,
everybody
hell
gonna
yeah.
fucking centralize, like, yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
got
got
me too
previous
type
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Hell yeah, that's what he do if he that goddamn bold shit. Nigga,
This broad daylight.
When he did
Yeah.
that
this
shit,
event was from fucking 2 to 6
on the
and
other
didn't
side
make
of
it to
that
4.
fence, at the time, it was probably at least 150 people still there whenever he
waiting
did
around.
that shit.
That's what I'm saying. This motherfucker is a bold dude, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck that
bro.
dude, man. That's crazy, man.
I mean, and
Just found the
I'm
block,
gonna be
baby.
like, what does he say? And I took it personal.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Is
took it
that
personal, yeah.
Michael? That's Michael, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Michael
Mike-
Jordan.
Michael
He's like,
Jordan,
and I
yeah.
took that personal,
Yeah.
or whatever. Because this is our event. You know what I mean? Like, this is
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Like, you breaking into our backyard while we having a backyard boogie.
Yeah.
That's the wrong day, bro. Like,
yeah,
like,
that's
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Shout out to
Yeah.
Vet, because Vet was right behind me on some, like, you ready?
Nah,
I'm
freak
ahead of you,
this dude
Vet.
up,
Like,
Free,
let's
the reason
go.
I stayed,
Like-
the reason I stayed is because when they said blower, I was like looking for the shit to make sure that that's all it was gone. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I stayed. That motherfucker was right there, and the other one was on the other side.
Yeah, the blower you can see in the picture.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but for some
Yeah.
reason, I'm just picturing like a whole bunch of like Cali Mexicans just like running up on that truck right there and just whooping his.
If we would have caught him,
Hey, we were all kind of
trust me, dog.
all kind of flavors,
Yeah,
all united as one.
we would have fucked him up.
Yeah, he was on some straight bum ass shit.
Hell
man.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Shout out to
bro.
DQ for, I mean,
Shout out DQ for
Damn.
real. Found
DQ,
out where it was.
Yeah,
Took it to the doorstep.
Yep.
Got that shit back out the doorstep.
hell yeah.
Like,
just
Call it
straight
even,
right
man.
there.
okay, man. Fucking dumbass.
Straight the fuck up. And of course, the cops didn't do a motherfucking thing. So you know, he probably got a bigger scolding off of DQ than the police. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but you know, it is what it is. Karma's
His
a
time is
motherfucker.
coming.
God damn.
Oh, we
man.
know who he is now.
He didn't
Yeah,
even
for
get
sure.
a theft charge. God damn.
Nothing. Not even a pat on the wrist. Not even that.
God damn. I wonder if that's a burglary of a habitat or it's not since he didn't go inside of a building.
Nah, he
I
didn't
mean,
go
you
inside
broke
of
a
a
lot.
building.
Broke
Not
the
the
fucking
habitat,
chain.
but that's still trespassing.
Okay.
Should be.
God damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we
some
definitely
straight
gonna be
bum-ass
well
shit.
aware of all kinds of activity like
sure.
that going on. So DQ, don't worry about
Hey,
it.
when they swing dog, just hire some security and shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, shit. Security came as soon as they found out.
Yeah.
Cause I'm telling you, we found out in the front. The dude,
Yeah.
somebody who fucking came and told them in the front of the building that, hey, somebody fucking did
Like
whatever.
you gotta remind you too, like where that fence line is, nobody's going behind that moon
No,
jump.
exactly.
At all.
Like,
Like,
nobody
there
has
was
stepped
you had
behind
to
that
you
part.
had to like sidestep.
Bro, there was
Yeah.
space about, I mean, between the moon
Sidestep.
jump and the wall, you had to kind of like, so he knew like, oh, they're not going to see me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he drove around, bro. He's like, let me scope it out, see what the front looking like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, homie Vet, like, I mean, I guess I didn't see it like that because I was just too in the zone of whatever. But he was like, man, the thought of this fool doing this shit and the kids, like, if he had been a kidnapper type of
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have
shit.
been bad, bro. That's what I'm saying. It could have been bad.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse than what it was, bro. You know what I'm saying? Dude, really, man, that's really fucked up, bro.
Yeah, because
It
them people
is.
are really out there like that.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what
they
I mean?
really
Like,
are, bro.
And that's it. Not fucking saying anything crazy about our event, but that's ripe for the picking right there. You know what I mean? Some of the kids wander off, and you know you lost amongst kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
Like,
hey, bro,
could've
but you know
got
what,
ugly,
dog?
man.
It's a lesson. It's a lesson learned, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's all it is, bro.
Glad everybody went safe.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
man.
Good thing is, man, is they ended up safe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that dude, though, man.
And a whole lot of people got school supplies.
Hell yeah.
shit, watch him have donated. Hey, that's how the fucked up the world be. Like he just came and cut the grass, but he also knew all you had was that padlock back there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Peeped
saying?
that shit
Like,
while he was cutting the grass and shit. Hell yeah, he did.
That sound like, you know, a situation like this one guy. I mean, it's not a death situation, but it's like you come up and somebody goes missing and stuff like that. Like, you know, the killer kills this certain person and joins the search party.
Yeah.
You know,
that's the
Nah,
type
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
help you
Shout
look for
out
the shit
Sherry.
that they stole from
go
you.
join the search party.
And they crying in front of
They
the cameras
crying
and
in front of
shit.
everybody.
Yep. They doing the interview too, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, look at that idiot. Show his face, bro. Show his face.
Put that up.
Stupid
I'll
ass.
Put that up before we get out of here, but yeah.
Shows
I can't
mugshot.
believe
Right?
he did that though.
Try to call it even. Bro,
He
you gave
looked all
us a fucked
gangsta.
up.
Yeah,
fucked up
that's the part
generator
that fucked
back.
me up.
She
How
get-
you gonna give me some shit back that you stole from me and say,
it's
I'll
even?
Hey,
give,
DQ.
I'll give it back to you.
Shoulda pulled
if
that chain
you
off
call
his
it
ass.
even. Like, what? Motherfucker.
Nah.
What are you supposed to do with that, man?
She should've-
How you
she
supposed to
should've-
deal with the fucking world that works like that? Like this fool probably ain't thinking nothing of it. That was just one he got
Because
caught for.
so it's almost like he knew the laws ain't gonna do shit. So why would you have that type of statement?
And then he had all these fake signs on his fucking house. Like
Yeah,
the city
no
put on there,
trespassing
no,
and all type
whatever
of
the
shit on
fuck.
his house and shit.
I mean, maybe because
Even
somebody
I
tried
drove
to
over
fuck
there.
him up before.
Even I drove over there
No,
looking for
he's
his
a
ass
thief,
yesterday.
and he don't want motherfuckers
Nobody's
coming
over
to
there.
his
Yeah.
shit because he knows that people
He's a
fucking
roach.
know that he's on that bullshit.
Nah, I'm saying that they're real. He filed a complaint because motherfuckers came to fuck him up. So the police, he was like, here, we need to put this shit on your house because they're going to fuck you up if we don't.
He asked for that shit. Hell no, he
nah.
asked for that shit.
Doing shit
Well,
like
that's what I'm
this.
saying. Yeah, that was his way of getting that, though. I don't think they were fake. I think he really fucking protected by the cops type of shit. That's why he didn't go to
Either
jail.
that or
maybe.
his house is a local known hangout for dope fiends, and it's
Definitely
like we
look
don't
like
want
it.
all that.
Yeah,
Like,
don't be hanging out here.
hell yeah.
So, I mean,
It does look like a
even
dope
worse.
fiend. That is dope fiend mentality, dog. You know what I'm
Dope
saying?
fiend activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope, crack or heroin or meth, and I'll probably say crack.
Maybe
Yep.
make crack like this.
I got too much teeth to be a crackhead.
Yeah, that's
You know,
ridiculous.
some
bro.
crackheads got a lot of teeth.
Nah, I've seen crackers got a lot of teeth. He
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
shoots up. I'll tell you the truth, man.
Yeah, he probably is on that H. No, you say it, hell yeah. He probably is on that H.
He might
He was
be
definitely
a
he was
snitch.
definitely sweating
DQ
more
just-
than what he should have been
I don't know
sweating.
DQ, but I got you.
He want to call it even.
You want to call it even,
Come
bro?
on,
For real.
man.
The
Should have
nerve.
snatched his chain like Debo.
The nerve,
That's what I'm
bro.
thinking. Nigga should have took that gold
Fuck
chain and said,
that.
I would call it even bust us off
Yeah.
that gold chain.
Take that busted chain and go sell it.
Damn.
Nah, but
Shit.
shout out to Big Better Kid though. That's
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Shout out,
held his
man.
nuts on his birthday and fucking went and got that bitch back with
Yeah,
DQ.
and happy birthday, bro.
That's
Hell yeah, happy
man.
birthday, Big Better Kid, babe.
Save the day, man.
Yeah, straight up, man.
That's
Jump
what's
that
up, man.
fence.
It was a good weekend, and that was probably the worst part of it. And the worst part of it is that we got it back. You know what I mean? Like, so that lets you know how high this weekend really was, and that's not a pun to Riding High, but shout out to them.
Alright.
Right.
For sure, man. We about to get up out of here, man. It's your boy DJ Lil King, Riding High Podcast. Got my dog, Kountry Kinfolk, Dwayne up in here, you know what I'm saying? My dude, Alex Skates up in here. My dude, Mr. Cantu up in here. Droopy M up in here. Freak Man behind the scenes.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Lil King, myself. This is Riding High News, episode number 31. Hold up, before we get up out of here.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He needs
We
a
on
little
fire.
black
Yeah,
guy. He needs the black.
champions, you know what
Well,
I'm
nah,
saying?
come
The
to the
black-
camera with that, and I'll finish out with that motherfucker right there.
You need
Yeah.
the
Straight up. Hey, much love, Bill. This is all what it is. This is the third year. This is DJ Lil King, Riding High
Go
team.
closer, dog.
We on 5-3.
There you go.
That says 2022. We're gonna put another one that says 2023 Riding High.
Yeah.
And we